Yo. Yo. We good? Is we good? Yo. Where we at, boys? What's goody? Y'all know what time it is. What's good? Low-key, I like hopped out the shower and I grabbed my phone. I was like, yo, did TCB drop yet? Like, I was expecting to not see anything from their Discord, and fucking I saw a post. I think it said like 10:48 a.m. I'm like, nah, no way. And they actually did drop it. So here we are. I was debating, y'all. I'm still trying to debate if I should drop or do like the chapter streams on Wednesday for OP scans, or if people want me to wait until Thursday for TCB. I don't know what this community prefers anymore. What's good with y'all though? What's good, Demon Lord? What's good, Sixth Path Riot? Anthony, what's good, bro? Eric, what's good, bro? Yeah, sorry, y'all. I'm just taking care of myself. I barely even hopped out the shower, bro. I hopped out, just fucking deodorant, you know, taking care of myself real quick. And I saw somebody in the chat was like, yo, he's delaying so he could build up hype. I read that. I'm like, bro, I'm like sprinting out the shower. What's good with y'all? How y'all feeling? What's good, Eric? What's good, God Scout? What's good, Action Slashing? That's a cool name. You need a pink fur coat now with the glasses. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to go blonde on these fuck boys. I'm gonna have to go blonde, bro. I'm gonna have to go blonde. What's good with y'all? We gotta save these for later. Remember, guys, this is for the special occasions. This is when we have to go on demon time. This is when people are like talking shit, or people say some stupid shit. I can't always rock them, bro. I can't always rock them. What's good, Jojo? What's good, Naranja? Bro was just taking a shit. Nah, bro. Yo, N17, what's good, bro? I got a video coming out tomorrow for y'all. It's my first video, my first theory on what I think Luffy's dream is. I never made a video about that. I was gonna do a different video about Laughtail, but then like when I read 1069, I was like, no, I have to talk about this other thing first because it's way more relevant. Because something in 1069 like sparked a thought in my brain, and I was like, yo, I definitely have to make that fucking it's the video tomorrow. I already have like the thumbnail and everything. It's about Luffy's dream. So if y'all are curious about that topic, I saw something in 1069 and like it hit me, and I was like, yo, I know what this shit is. Forgot to tell you, this is Caleb Siverson. I changed my YouTube name because I'm about to start uploading and streaming myself. But I'll always support content. That's what's up, bro. Shout out to my boy Caleb. I'm telling you, in this community, bro, if your name's Caleb, you're instantly goated. There's like 8 goated Calebs in this fucking community, bro. That's what's up, bro. So, guys, appreciate my boy Caleb, aka Sixth Path. Do you guys want me to read the chapter? Do you guys want me to read the chapter, or do you guys want to just start talking about it? Because I already read the chapter yesterday. What do y'all prefer? I don't mind either way. If y'all want to just jump into discussion, we could jump into discussion. But if y'all want to talk about the chapter, or I'm sorry, if y'all want to read the chapter together, let me know what y'all want. We might have to do a poll. Let's talk, read it, discussion. It's going to be like 50-50. Half of y'all are going to want to just jump straight into the conversations, and half is going to be like, yo, read the shit. Let's do it. We're going to have to do a poll. We're going to have to do read and discussion along the way. That's a, bro, Eric, genius, man. Get the best of both worlds. We could discuss while I'm reading the chapter, even though I like low-key already read it. Let's just do that. Let me see. TCB's Discord is not loading. I might have to actually go on the site. Oh no, it's there. All right. As you guys know, I cannot put the panels on screen because when I did that, I got a copyright strike. YouTube does not play, so I'm not trying to go through that again. So we're just gonna have to country girls make do type beat. Dofi Shades, yo, what's up, Amog? Let's read through first, especially since there may be some differences between TCB and OP scans. Yo, Sensei guy, what's good, bro? Blaze, what's up, man? We got a video dropping tomorrow, bro. All right, 1069, chapter 1069. We owe all there is to desire. And then the cover story is German 66 Cold-Blooded Voyage, volume 26. A philanthropic endeavor of Lone Shark King Lufeld, Mads, the Laboratory of Peace. So guys, this Lufeld guy, I don't know if you guys remember, but you know how like there's like this whole underworld organization that like Joker, aka Doflamingo, worked for as a broker. And then like at the Big Mom Tea Party, we saw like 20 people from the underworld. And I think we also saw some when we went underground in Dressrosa. This is one of those guys from the underworld. Lufeld. I have no idea what's gonna happen. It looks like a fake Mads group or something. He's probably trying to scam people. What do you guys think about the cover story? What's up, Batman? Just draw the panels out for us on a whiteboard. All right, bro. Kia, they got us. They got Dr. Atlas. Intruders, why is Cypherpole doing this? Eek, it's Rob Lucci. They're really after Vegapunk? What are you doing here, pigeon guy? So they have a confrontation. Luffy calls him out. You realize this is a government island. Oh yeah, I guess we're the ones out of place here. Luffy, let's hurry and head up. Dearie me, the Straw Hat Pirates, and it looks like they're with Jewelry Bonnie. Well, that's that, Lucci. We can't lay a hand on them. Straw Hat's officially an emperor now. We can't engage without orders. Look after Bonnie, Jinbei. Oof. That's right, emperors have considerable backing behind them. Even a small tiff can flare up into an all-out war. Contact the Navy. Yes, ma'am. Hey, it's her, that kid from before. This is awful. I'm aware of the consequences. That said, Chopper, do what you can for her. I'll try, but I think this is more Frankie's forte. Okay, so they're like already having like a back and forth. I wouldn't even really consider this as like on site. Luffy's already like calling out Lucci. They're talking about each other. Oh, this is a government island. It's not as on site as like you would hope for it to be. But Chopper, do what you can for her. I'll try, but I think this is more Frankie's forte. Keep out of this. It's government business. That kid gave us food. So this is the classic thing where like there's like a big pattern. Oda will set up like a friend of Luffy getting the shit whooped out of them, and then that triggers Luffy to fight a bad guy. And it's always like people being like, yo, Luffy, don't fight him, don't throw an attack, don't throw a punch. And Luffy doesn't care because his friend was hurt. So I guess in this context, the pattern is obviously Luffy, then the antagonist is Lucci, and then the friend is Atlas. Oda does this a lot. Navy HQ, the Straw Hat Pirates are on Egghead. What the hell? Things keep getting messier. Is Vegapunk onto CP0? Afraid so. They had to force their way in. You'd think those brats would consult me before declaring war. If Vegapunk has cut a deal with Straw Hat, that's a major blow to our military superiority. Where's Kizaru? He's already left for Egghead as planned. Yes, sir. Yep. Let me read that panel one more time. Where's Kizaru? He's already left for Egghead as planned. I told you. I told y'all 2 months ago. This is the Kizaru arc. Oda pre-established a connection between Sentomaru, Vegapunk, and Kizaru so long ago. Of course this was going to be the arc for them to link up, have some kind of Kizaru action. And then on top of that, we had like the precursor where during the one arc, Kizaru was like, yo, I'm trying to dive in, I need to throw hands. And they said no. Couldn't say no this time, bro. They couldn't say no this time, baby. Alright, if y'all are trying to read the chapter along from TCB, I'll drop it in the comments for y'all. Told y'all. Y'all need to listen to the big 3. Tell Lucci to wait for our Marines to arrive. Yes, sir. He's not to engage Straw Hat under any circumstances. You know that's not gonna happen, bro. You know Kizaru's gonna be like throwing it. They're gonna be throwing hands, bro. Somebody with Kizaru's gonna be throwing hands. Egghead, New World, Crash. Ooh, wah. Wait, Luffy, don't start yet. You better be sure you want to do this, Luffy. They'll consider this a major incident. See, this happens literally every arc. Luffy has a friend, an antagonist beats up the friend, and everyone's telling Luffy to not fight back, and Luffy fights anyways. You see this again and again and again. Like, for an example, Luffy was friends with Hachi or Hachan during Sabaody, and then he saw the Celestial Dragon shoot Hachan, and even Hachan himself was like, bro, whatever you do, do not hit them, do not attack them. Luffy didn't even care and hit the Celestial Dragon. This is a very common theme. Well, not theme, more of a pattern. What the heck? Did that Lucci guy always look like that? Wow, yeah, what speed? This is a rare sight. Most awakened Zoan powers tend to overwhelm the user's mind. But this? You're not the only one who's gotten stronger, Straw Hat. Cat Fruit Model Leopard, awakened form. Lucci, stand down, we still don't have permission. So the thing about like Lucci, guys, the thing about Lucci, right? The thing about Lucci. Let's not get delusional. Let's not get delusional. Yes, Lucci's going to be stronger than he used to be. That is pretty much evident. That's pretty much everyone in the whole fucking story. Everyone progressively gets stronger unless they're like 80 years old and they leave their prime. So this whole thing that like, oh, Lucci needs to come out and have a real deal fight with Luffy is completely ridiculous. We had Luffy defeat Lucci in Enies lobby. So that means at that time, Luffy was over Lucci. Now you gotta realize, if Lucci is a severe combatant with Luffy right now, then that means all the tremendous growth Luffy has had since Enies lobby puts him up here, and you mean to tell me Lucci's gonna be like right below him now? That would mean that Lucci either grew just as much as Luffy or even more than Luffy, because Luffy was already ahead of Lucci. No. No. Luffy's the main character, trained by a former Pirate King right-hand man Rayleigh, taught all types of hockey, great conquers hockey. Hockey infusion, the armament internal destruction, conquers internal destruction, all of this massive power jumps Luffy has seen, and you mean to tell me Lucci's gonna be like neck to neck with Luffy? That is the dumbest shit. Lucci, what I see happening here, Lucci might get 1 or 2 hits, but ultimately Luffy's gonna fucking beat the shit out of him. So this whole like, oh, Lucci better have a big serious like battle against Luffy, no. Like, if Lucci was neck and neck with Luffy right now, then that would mean that Lucci's neck and neck with Kaido. Like, what? How does that make any sense? If Lucci was neck and neck with Luffy right now, that means Lucci over Katakuri? What? Anyways, I don't see Lucci making it that far, bro. He's probably gonna get 1 or 2 attacks that no one's gonna give a fuck. Shaka! Is he on the screen? The White Warrior. Whoa, it's the real Vegapunk. How'd he get up here so fast? We got finally, how long? We were waiting for Frankie and Vegapunk to have some type of moment for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of chapters. How long have we been waiting? Because we heard the name Vegapunk during post Enies lobby, right? That was chapter 530, something around there, 550 maybe. Then we get to know Frankie, the robotics, the cyborg, bro. Hundreds of chapters, bro. You wouldn't happen to know the story behind Straw Hat's transformation. Do tell. We're not really sure, to be honest. Isn't it one of his gum powers? That's funny, you see. There's no mention of any gum fruit in the old Devil Fruit Encyclopedia. What? I mean, you say that, but that's what Luffy's always called it. How sublime. He looks just like that god described in the ancient texts. God? Are you senile? That's just Luffy. Devil fruits, as we call them, appear to manifest. Oh wait, I skipped a page. Whoops. I speak of the warrior of liberation, whose antics could bring a smile to anyone's lips. Also known as the sun god Nika. That's my goat. What's up, Joe? That's my goat. Yes. Joy Boy, Nika, all that, that's my goat. Luffy, that's my goat. Then you see Lucci in the background chasing him. Luffy's like not even taking Lucci serious at all. He's like, if you talk about like low diff, mid diff, high diff, Luffy's like in negative diff. He's literally laughing and trolling Lucci. That's negative diff. Nika, I've never heard that name. Naturally, it's been wiped from history. And as long as people's desires persist, such a thing will never cease to be. You have Luffy literally like spitting his tongue out with like his eyeballs protruding from his head. Luffy is not taking this seriously. This is negative diff. And we got my boy West with the membership. Big West. Appreciate you, bro. The realist. We owe all there is to desire. For instance, the devil fruits. Huh? Devil fruits, as we call them, appear to manifest a desired next step in the potential of evolution of life. Gee, I wish I could do X, or if only we could do Y. Fruit powers actualize some or such wishes. Each one showcases a different possibility for the future of humanity. These deviations are of course unnatural, so it makes sense that they attract the other ire of Mother Nature, the sea itself. One who has eaten a fruit lives a totally alien existence born out of limitless permutations of imagination. Then we have Lucci and Luffy, they're colliding with their fists, very similar to what happened at Enies Lobby. I could actually show y'all, but pretty cool callback. That's my theory, at least. Whether you believe there's a god or out there or not, one thing's for sure: we live in a wondrous world. Luffy and Lucci just going at it. Ah ha ha! Luffy's still laughing like Luffy is not taking this seriously at all. Luffy literally does not care. How do you have like? Lucci's probably like sweating. He's like in such a heated battle. He's like hyper focused, and Luffy's just laughing. Like in one of the attacks, or one of the barrage of attacks Lucci had, he was doing like the finger pistol, and Luffy's literally sleeping in one of the dodges. He's like dodging around, falling asleep. He's not taking this serious. That's negative diff. That's negative diff. This is supposed to be my day off. What do you want, Grandpa Punk? Then we got Sentomaru. Which, by the way, chat, let me double check. I wonder if that little logo in the middle of Sentomaru's belly, it's like it looks like a eyeball, like a cyclops with hair at the top middle, then two hair strands on the left and right. I wonder if that has something to do with Vegapunk's appearance at all. Not quite, Sentomaru. The CP agents are actually after my life, huh? Sorry to spring this on you, but can you chase them off? Wait, wouldn't that make me a traitor? True, this is a big decision. Then we got the Seraphim, bro. Who did anyone expect Seraphim? Did anyone expect Seraphim? We got young Jinbei. We got young fucking Mihawk, young Boa. Bro, the Seraphims is like one of like the coolest additions in terms of like combat and One Piece, bro. What if it's a kind of hockey which allows the will of a user to cast onto the devil fruit? Because hockey is pure willpower, and Zoan powers will of their own. Everything joins now. So I have my own, what's up Justin Campbell, I have my own thoughts, guys, on how do I word this? Because I'm making a video that's gonna it's gonna drop tomorrow. Video dropping tomorrow, y'all. It's gonna deeply tie into some of the stuff we learned right now in 1069. So it's hard for me to talk about certain things in 1069 without basically spoiling like a large part of tomorrow's video. But I think I have a good understanding of devil fruits and Luffy's ambitions. I'll just put it that way. This man Lucci is merciless. Nah, bro, Luffy's so savage. I gotta put these on for the rest of the chapter, bro. I gotta put these on for the rest of the chapter because this man Luffy does not care, bro. He doesn't care. So yeah, bro, this is such a fire panel too. You got young Mihawks, you got fucking Seraphim Mihawks sent by Seraphim Boa, Seraphim Jinbei. That's hard, bro. This seems cut and dry. Cypher Pool is on our side. Pirates are the enemy, so I gotta just back up CP0, right? Alright, never mind me, Sentomaru. I only took you in when you were starving. Please do whatever feels right. Twist my arm, why don't ya? This'll be tricky. He's got 3 Seraphims. Esper, take one out. It's no use, Kaku. We're at a handicap here. Esper, get rid of those suits. Beep beep. Fiddlesticks. What the fuck? Who says that? This man Kaku, bro. You guys remember how in Water 7, like they kept pointing out how Kaku has like he has like a lot of old man like he has like an old man dialect. Like he talks like an aged man. You guys remember that? No wonder this dude is saying fucking fiddlesticks. That's some old man shit. Nobody underneath the age of like 30 is saying that. No way, Rexus City. The shades look good on me. Alright, bro. I gotta be permanent Mingo mode. That man says he's 33. No way. Alright, let's see. Esper, get rid of those suits. Beep beep. Oh, I already read that. I forgot that his orders trump the authority chip we have. Yeah, wah. Yeah, the command hierarchy for the pacifista isn't in our favor. Besides, they can't take orders via transponder snail. So it's not like the 5 elders can help. Pacifista command hierarchy. 5 elders, Dr. Vegapunk, plus satellites, Sentomaru, anyone with an authority chip. So, guys, the thing about the pacifista command hierarchy, I saw someone, they were saying that since the Godase can control the Seraphims, that it's a Chekhov's gun and that they will eventually control the Seraphims in the story. I would have to hard disagree, and we have to be very careful, guys. Not everything Oda draws out or explains is meant to be Chekhov's gun, because at that rate, if you think just because the 5 elders can control Chekhov's gun, that bar is so low that everything in the story that's ever been explained is a Chekhov's gun in some way. And that's clearly not true. I think wouldn't it be very weird if the 5 elders couldn't control the Seraphim? Like, they literally said that this is a government island. I'm pretty sure Seraphim are made here on Egghead, or at least edited, manufactured in some capacity. So it would actually not make any sense if the Godase, aka government, didn't have some form of control on the Seraphim. I don't think this is at all like concluding that we will see them use them. And like, sure, there might be a moment where the Godase do control Seraphim, but I would not look at this panel and be like, yeah, this was the Chekhov's gun. Like, no. At some point they had to explain the hierarchy. What's up, Naveed? Come to think of it, destroying one of these gizmos would be a big loss for the government. Would it kill you to look before you leap, Lucci? Man, Lucci don't give a fuck. Lucci is too emotionally driven, bro. Lucci is too emotionally driven. You cannot be strategic. You cannot be successful. You cannot be calculated if you're driven by emotions. Emotions just cloud your point of view. It clouds your thinking, bro. And that's what Lucci is suffering from. Kizaru versus Zoro. You know the fans are dying for that Kizaru versus Sanji. Hey, you know what? Maybe Kizaru versus Zoro in Egghead was Zoro getting severely injured. That way he's nerfed next arc. And then the arc after that, he's super strong. You know the classic Zoro trope. The classic Zoro trope where he's extremely wounded and he's nerfed like a whole arc. Then the arc after that, when he recovers, he's like fucking crazy strong. Come on, we could get that. Gum Gum Mole Pistol. And another thing, guys, look, bro, no disrespect to the people that make these theories, right? No disrespect for Pluton as a mole, right? I watched that video, I actually liked it. But I was also saying, people say that Gum Gum Mole Pistol is evidence that Pluton is a mole. And it's just like, bruh. I was about to take them off. I definitely need these. I'm just like, bro, y'all cannot grab the most obscure, non-related things and mush it together just because you think something totally unrelated. Like I was talking about it, right? Somebody was like, okay, I told them like, yo, Luffy and his attacks, like this mole pistol, it has nothing to do with Pluton being a mole, if that was true, because Luffy doesn't care about Pluton. He doesn't know about Pluton. He has no kind of care in the world. And somebody told me that that's the point. Something that's opposite to Luffy, something Luffy doesn't care about, is inferring that Pluton's a mole, which is like, it negatively blew my mind, because if Luffy did know about Pluton, then you would still point to this panel and you would still be like, oh, Luffy used the mole pistol because he knows about Pluton being a mole. So whether he doesn't know about Pluton or he does know about Pluton, this panel is evidence? -1 to humanity, bro. -1 to humanity. Zoro recovers faster than a Zoan, bro. Didn't think the mink judge supposedly double his damage. Yeah, there was no point of even putting that. Why even say that? Yeah, you take this mink pill, Zoro, and your damage is gonna be fucking quintupled. When did that ever matter? That was like the most pointless piece of dialogue in Wano. Just like building up the whole anger between Zoro and Orochi in Wano. What was the point of that? Does anyone have an answer? What was the point of having Zoro like ultimately hate Orochi? He didn't fight Orochi. I don't remember him attacking him or cutting him. He didn't kill Orochi. What was the point of that? What's the point of building up like this whole Zoro and Ryuma thing? Just to not learn anything, just to not like approach the grave. Like, what was Zoro's purpose in Wano? I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, let's move. S-Snake, lead the Straw Hats to the vacuum rocket and see them safely through the Frontier Dome. S-Hawk, S-Shark, suppress CP0. Chopper, am I playing tricks on me? I thought he looked familiar. Those brown guys look like ex-warlords. Don't tell me they cloned us. Oh, Battle Axe, long time no see. Don't just nickname me based on my weapon, Straw Hat. We're not friends. Anyway, are you really gonna help Grandpa Punk escape? Yeah, he asked me. Don't sweat it. I'm not sure I could trust you. You're an emperor after all. And what's with your appearance? This dude Luffy literally left the Lucci fight and is having a whole conversation with Sentomaru. This is the most negative diff thing I've ever seen. He's laughing the whole time. He's falling asleep in the middle of a battle. He literally left the battle to go talk to somebody else. This is negative diff. This is literally better than Luffy just one-shotting Lucci. There is zero focus from Luffy's side. Wow. So he masters an awakening instantly? How is this mastering it? Just because he triggers the awakening doesn't mean he mastered it. I would consider like mastering an awakening having like fucking 100 different moves with it, being super creative with it. All he did was trigger it. Yo, Cosmo, what's good, bro? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, whoever said that, this is not mastering an awakening. All he did was trigger it. So yeah, you got Chopper, Jinbei, they're noticing the Seraphims. gun hand. So you got Lucci putting his whole hand. Is that hockey or is that his whole hand? I guess it's his whole hand. Lucci put his whole hand through Sentomaru. Battle axe. Blah. All we had to do is cut the head off the snake. Now Seraphim obey us. Does anyone remember in Sabaody, did Sentomaru approach Luffy's side? Or did Sentomaru approach someone else in the Straw Hats? Cause I'm wondering why Luffy's so fine with Sentomaru. Like Luffy's literally like friend tier with Sentomaru. What's up, Black Excellence? Brad, wouldn't Uncle Kizaru be upset about what Lucci did to Sentomaru? Yeah, he would. Honestly, we might see a problem between Kizaru and Cypher Pole Zero. Clearly, CP0 and the Marines are not on the same page. And this chapter is evident. This chapter is evident. We have Sentomaru, a Marine, fighting off Cypher Pole, bro. And it makes sense, bro. And it makes sense. It would be badass if Kizaru showed up to help Vegapunk. I mean, that makes sense, bro. Like I said, let me go pull up the video for y'all. Cause y'all ain't taking me seriously, bro. Look, bro. After this stream, y'all need to go catch up. Y'all need to go catch up. Look, y'all see this? This one right here? Kizaru will show up to Egghead Island and destroy everyone with this. 2 months ago. I tried telling y'all, bro. I really did. So like this whole Kizaru thing it was built up since Sabaody. There is already a pre-established connection between Kizaru and Vegapunk. I would say Sentomaru is like the middleman, or maybe Sentomaru is not even really that relevant, because at the end of the day, Vegapunk works from the Marines and Kizaru is an admiral. So simple connection. And by the way, with the title, somebody tried telling me he's not beating Luffy. I didn't mean literally everyone. Luffy's Yonko tier, Yonko over admiral, common sense, right? Yeah, Lucci's gonna have to probably face off against Kizaru. Yonko versus Admiral Agenda back at it. It's just common sense. That's not even like certain things that you say about One Piece shouldn't be a debate. Luffy's the main character. That's not a debate, right? Luffy has black hair. That's not a debate, right? If you pay attention to the story, Yonko over Admiral, that shouldn't be a debate. You could completely hate power scaling and you would still understand like certain people are just stronger than others, and that's fine. Not everyone needs to be hyper powerful. Not everyone needs to be top one. Does that mean Scopper as Sabaody? No, we're not doing this. We're not Egghead. No, we're not doing this Scopper shit again, bro. We're not, bro. My boy Juice with the 4 months. What's good? The new job has kept me busy as fuck. Glad I could drop in. I think a lot of the Zoro plot points in Wano will be tied in up in the Mihawk fight. I don't know, bro. Juice, gang shit, 4 months, bro. I appreciate you, gang. My thing is like, bro, if there's like 8 different plot points about Zoro and Wano, why can't we get like 3 or 4 of them in Wano? Why would we have to wait for 8 plot points all the way in the Mihawk fight? To me, that feels very weird. Like, you're gonna introduce all these things and none of them wrap up in Wano. They all wrap up like 6 arcs down the line. I don't know, bro. We'll have to see. Some of them, yeah, they could make sense. Like, okay, we can't wrap it up in Wano, let's wrap it up later. But there's way too many. What's up, Laser? But guys, that's basically the chapter. My thoughts on it, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. It satisfied all my needs. There's a bunch of good panels, like visually, the beauty aspect of this chapter is there for me. It satisfied my One Piece hunger. Action, there's some good action in here. You see Luffy jumping around, not taking it seriously. You see Lucci awakening. Action's 10, and the lore is a 10 with the devil fruits. Unfortunately, I can't talk about the whole devil fruit stuff so much because it, like I said, this ties into my video tomorrow, and I don't really want to spoil a video. I'll have to talk around certain things from this chapter. But yeah, man, like this whole thing, like, look, I get it, y'all. I get it. Vegapunk is kind of, he's kind of talking through the scope of like metaphors. He's like, oh, if you have a dream, it comes true with the devil fruit. Like, I get that, but I definitely think there's a lot of merit to it. Because at the end of the day, he's the only character in the story of One Piece that had a theory or an explanation as to how devil fruits are created. You could try to say stuff from like Caesar, but not to this extent. And like Vegapunk being the smartest man in the world, the smartest scientist in the world 500 years in the future, there's definitely merit in what Vegapunk is saying. Would you prefer if Luffy one-shot Lucci like the fake spoilers said? No, I actually like this better. I like the fact that Luffy's literally falling asleep in the middle of the battle. I like the fact that Luffy's literally just laughing and trolling the whole time. And the fact that this man Luffy literally left the battle and had a whole conversation with someone else. Like, imagine that, like, animated. You're gonna see Luffy, he's fighting with, look, Lucci, they're fighting, and Luffy just walks away, talks to Sentomaru, and Lucci's just like, are we not supposed to be fighting? How are you literally gonna walk away and go talk to somebody else? Like, that's so disrespectful. That's worse than a one-shot. That is worse than a one-shot. Shouts out to my boy Laser with the 2. Can't wait for your next upload. Got you, bro. I'm gonna have one tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. One tomorrow, Friday. I think I'm gonna upload that Laugh Tale one Monday, and then maybe the video after that Thursday or Friday. I'm gonna get the uploads back on track, but it's gonna be annoying, guys. Aren't we going on break? The schedule doesn't look good, bro. I think there's break next week, and then a chapter after break. Yeah, break next week. Yo, can you explain what you understood about the devil fruits? You know what? I think the fact that Luffy has the power of imagination and he has a hidden dream, knowing his personality and nature, I feel like Luffy, his personality and the power of imagination will deeply tie into devil fruits. And him just being strong and using imagination to make himself big and turn the ground into rubber, I don't think that's the true threat of Luffy's Nika fruit. I think the fact that a Nika fruit was created means that someone had the dream of imagination. Someone had to have dreamt to be the sun, be sun god Nika. They dreamt this ability to alter reality, and I think this deeply ties into devil fruits. Trust me, I have like a really refined idea. I'm really trying not to. I'm excited for my video tomorrow. I'm just trying not to like spoil the shit. Classic beginning of a fight from this chapter was used to showcase us Lucci awakening and Vegapunk and the Straw Hat Luffy. Wait, what? Classic beginning of a fight. This chapter was used to showcase us Lucci's awakening and Vegapunk and the Straw Hat Luffy's. Plus, Oda still portrays the inner tug of war that Luffy has. I'm not sure how long I'll stream. What's up, Alexis? How you feeling? I'm not sure how long I'll stream, but you know what, guys? I'm gonna have to say it. I'm very much loving this whole direction with Gear 5, and it's kind of funny because, like, I'll admit, I didn't have the best point of view with Gear 5, bro. I thought, like, Gear 5, okay, he's gonna have a drawback. He's not gonna spam it. We're gonna see the old gears. But then I had like this awakening, bro. I awakened. Thinking about Luffy's awakening made me awaken. Because think of it this way. Would you guys rather see the same old Gear 2, Gear 3, Gear 4 forms? Or would you guys rather see a million new forms? The whole point of Gear 5 is imagination. He's gonna be able to turn himself into a million different forms. Why would you need that drawback? I think the only reason Luffy was having drawbacks from Gear 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is because he couldn't properly control it in the first place. And I think Gear 2nd, 3rd, and 4th were wannabe awakenings. Those were wannabe awakenings. So when we talk about Luffy's hybrid, Luffy's full animal form, I think the full animal form would be Gear 5. And his hybrid is Gear 2, 3, and 4. Because those have little ties into Gear 5, but that's not Gear 5. So I love how I have this new point of view where it's like Luffy's gonna use Gear 5 without a drawback, and that's fine. If Kaido was awakened, I don't think he's gonna have a big drawback. If fucking the Beast, Guards, and Impel Down had an awakening, I don't think they're gonna have a big drawback. If Crocodile had an awakening, should he have a big drawback? I don't think any of those guys. Is Lucci gonna have a big drawback? I think we're just so conditioned to think that Gear 5 was gonna have a drawback because when he sucked at Gear 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, there was drawbacks. That's my point of view on the situation. I love the direction of Gear 5. But we got a super chat from Anoxy. Oda really a goat for getting inspired by Jeezy's Trap or Die when writing this story. Rubber Band Man. Shouts out to my boy Anoxy. Hey, guys, the One Piece is a rubber band because Luffy is Rubber Band Man. Trap or Die. Anoxy, you're a real goat, bro. Appreciate you, bro. W Anoxy, man. W Anoxy, bro. Hey, appreciate it, J-Flow. So yeah, man, like this whole direction, how do y'all feel about Gear 5? Do y'all give it a yes or do you guys give it a no? I gotta give it a yes, bro. It took me a second to really like refine my point of view. Sometimes things gotta just sink in, bro. Sometimes when you see something, you know, your first impression isn't the best impression. It isn't the best way to look at things. Sometimes it needs to soak in. You need to look at it from this angle, from this angle. Do you think Luffy ever talks to the readers? No, because there's actually, I think there's an SBS. A reader asked Oda, yo, Oda, how come Luffy doesn't ever have internal monologue? And Oda basically said, like, Luffy is very straightforward. It's very intentional. Luffy doesn't think, he just acts. That's very integral to Luffy's character. So if he had internal monologue, that's kind of teetering on the line of breaking the fourth wall and talking to readers. I think the closest thing Luffy's done to like breaking the fourth wall and talking to the readers, I think it's like when he's laughing. And I know that sounds completely random. That's like, what the fuck, everyone laughs. But I just get this feeling like when Oda has Luffy trigger Gear 5, and he's just laughing and he's just like the camera's pointing straight at him, I just get the intuition that like Luffy's like, ha ha ha, I'm laughing with you, reader. We're both laughing and having a good time. I think Oda's kind of trying to portray that, but I don't think Luffy will outright break the fourth wall. I think that's the closest way. This man Ryan is hilarious. Yo, Ganji, what's good, bro? Gear 5 is perfect. This is ultimate freedom. Yeah, bro. I want to see Gear 4 forms mix his own transformation. Think about it. I think Luffy's gonna like bend his body at some point, and he's gonna morph his body into a lion. He's gonna be like a rubber Luffy lion. He's gonna be a rubber Luffy elephant, rubber Luffy snake. He couldn't do that with like Gear 4 and 5. He didn't have that that high level of controlling his body and the freedom, the imagination. I'm definitely on board with Gear 5, bro. Gear 5, it's the shit, bro. Do you think any of the crew will get a fruit? No. I think if a crew member doesn't have a devil fruit now, they won't ever get a devil fruit. You either eat a fruit, then join the crew, or you just join the crew without eating a fruit after. By the way, guys, we are at 76 likes. Run up the likes. If you guys are watching the stream and you're enjoying the content, hit the like on the stream. Do you think Vegapunk joins the crew? I think he's just gonna be a guy that hops on the ship, he gets to a destination and gets dropped off. I don't think he's gonna join the crew. I think it'll be like a Vivi situation. He'll jump on the ship, they'll crack jokes in between islands, he'll get to the island, there'll be a whole big serious thing. I don't think Vegapunk is gonna be a crew member. I don't really think that's his place. I think if anything, Vegapunk is gonna join the Revs. Vegapunk might be like a fucking chief of staff with Sabo. I don't think he needs to join the crew. And I've always been outspoken that like we're too late into the journey for Luffy to get more crewmates. The whole point of Luffy gathering crewmates is to reach Laugh Tale. Luffy has 3 road poneglyphs. What, is he gonna recruit someone like the same arc he's getting the final poneglyph? What's the point of that? I think like Luffy, I don't think I'm mistaken this. I think Luffy met all of his crewmates pre-time skip. And post-time skip, that's about really spending time with his crewmates, really maximizing them. I don't really see him joining the crew. And there's plenty of characters in One Piece that have dreams that are not crewmates of the Straw Hats. So that's where you gotta define, you gotta be very careful. If you want someone to be a Straw Hat, they need a dream. But a character with a dream doesn't mean Straw Hat. It's like, that's one of the things you need. But just because you have a dream, like, there's plenty of characters with dreams that aren't Straw Hats. Momonosuke had a dream, didn't he? In my opinion, it's too late for any of the Straw Hats to get a double fruit. It would have happened during the time skip or at Dressrosa. Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's gonna happen. And I think it makes much more sense, especially with like the build up for hockey, to just have crewmates redefine their hockey and train their hockey. I could see a scenario where on Elbaf, some of the giants or some of the people help the Straw Hats train their hockey. Now, I'm not talking about motherfucking conquerors and total destruction, at least something, right? I think that would make a lot more sense, and I think Oda would much rather take that route in the story, have the Straw Hats like improve their hockey, rather than just saying, fuck it, give them a devil fruit. Because at least if you give the Straw Hats improvements with their hockey, they could still use pieces of themselves. They could grow pieces of themselves to a higher degree. Like if you gave Usopp a devil fruit, like it would kind of take away from how mischievous he is and how he cuts corners and how he's human. That's been like very integral to Usopp. He's a human. He's not a monster. So what, are we just gonna say fuck it and give him a devil fruit? And like same thing with Nami, she's like a regular human girl. Let her be really good with the cloud stick, the fucking Zeus and whatever the motherfucking cloud's name is, or is that Zeus? He should definitely give them more improvements with hockey. Do you see Lucci going 1v1 with Kaido? Hell no. I wouldn't even put Lucci above Admiral. I wouldn't even put him above Admiral. I don't even think I would put Lucci, like, don't get me wrong, like it's too early to say. I'm just kind of power scaling Lucci right now based off intuition, but I wouldn't even put Lucci in Admiral tier, because the amount that he would have to jump would be like a main character. I don't think Lucci's the main character of One Piece. What's up, Kuzi? Imagine giants jumping through the air like Sanji. Bro, imagine them doing the cloud running, cloud kicking or whatever. I think I have a theory on what is limit and weakness of Luffy that is stopping Luffy from using the real power Gear 5, which was feared. I thought we did see the real power Gear 5 imagination. I didn't realize that wasn't it. What do you think about Luffy being mad at the end of the chapter? Nothing? I mean, he just like, apparently he cared about Sentomaru, and Sentomaru got killed, so Luffy looks mad. I don't really think anything. What about the Sunny 13 theory that states that Vivi and Yamato? That's true. Just because he got a dream means nothing, but Vegapunk's dream intertwines with the ancient kingdom and the true history more than any other character. For his dream to come true, One Piece is needed. Yeah, but that again, that doesn't mean he has to join the crew. I don't think the only people by the end of the story that don't know the ancient kingdom will be the people who went to Laugh Tale. Like, I think when I think about the conclusion of One Piece, when it's all said and done, I think they're going to be like having kids like read about the ancient kingdom and the Void Century in like school textbooks. Like, you know, for an example, right? When you were in school, you would learn about the Holocaust. That was a really awful time for humanity, but you have to learn it. You have to learn about history. So I think it'll be the same shit in the One Piece world. They're going to learn about maybe not the hyper details, but they're going to learn about what the ancient kingdom had, what their goals were, their ambitions, and what happened to them. So if you kind of have it on like a global scale, I don't really know if Vegapunk needs to go to the island himself. Plus, isn't Vegapunk's dream to get this ancient energy? We don't necessarily know if he has to go to Laugh Tale to learn that. Listen, Luffy could turn anything into rubber, but what if the power of Gear 5 is also to make space into rubber and use it correctly? Bend space and hence maybe. Who wished for the jacket? Yo, imagine your dream was to be a jacket, man. Hey, actually, I could see Sanji wishing for a jacket fruit. Sanji would wish that Nami would wear him as a jacket or some shit. Did you see how the workers were cheering for Luffy when he was fighting Lucci? I actually didn't notice that, but that's so funny, man. Like, every arc, you have like bystanders just cheering for Luffy, bro. You can't help but just cheer for him. Like what Mihawk said during Marineford, the most ridiculous power, the most fucking powerful thing about Luffy is just him bending people onto his side, bro. If everyone's on your team, if everyone's on your side, then like things just become infinitely easier. Luffy, bro, if everyone was on Luffy's side, Luffy might eventually not even have an enemy. I thought G14 was going to get involved somehow because they're the nearest Navy base. I mean, that does make sense. Will Kizaru attack Lucci because of Sentomaru? I mean, that makes sense. I feel like, cause there might be like I think there's two main scenarios. Like, maybe Kizaru is hesitant to attack Lucci because like they're all on the same side, and Lucci says fuck it and attacks Kizaru, or Lucci just straight up says nah, fuck that, and attacks Lucci. If everyone is on your side, the impossible becomes possible. Imagination can turn into reality. The essence of his fruit. Exactly. Exactly, man. Stroofy with the 1000 IQ. 1000 IQ. Anyone else camped out waiting on the vid to drop? I can see where you're coming from, but I also don't mind Vega actually joining. I mean, if I'm not really gonna battle you on what you want, but I don't see him joining. Like, I'm not gonna debate somebody on what they want. Like, if you're trying to prove something, yeah, we could debate. But if that's what you want, I'm not really gonna tell you what to want or not. What's up, Samar? Back to the hockey convo. Evil. Frankie equals armament. Usopp and Nami equals observation. Robin equals both. Or Chopper equals armament. Brook equals observation or armament. Thoughts on this? I kind of lean towards Robin with armament. Like, I get the observation thing because her as a character, but I would lean towards Robin with armament, and then I would probably lean towards Brook with maybe observation, because they could use the joke of like, oh, observation, I can see you from a mile away even though I don't have eyes. Yo ho ho ho. Like I could see some corny shit like that with Brooke. Do you think Sanji has Conqueror's Haki? I don't know. I've always put him on the level of Zoro, and I've never taken into account, I've never really put stocks into the whole like personality thing. Like I don't think like personality has like a deep role in Conqueror's Haki. I've never sat there and thought like, oh, you need to have the willpower, the personality of a king, a leader to have Conqueror's Haki. I never really got that vibe at all. Katakuri doesn't lead his own crew, and he has Conquerors. I don't think Conquerors will have, or I don't think personality will have any pivotal role in Conquerors. I think at the most it makes you a brave person at some point. I don't really see you having to be a leader or some shit like that. You're born with Conqueror's Haki. Personality may simply help you unlock it faster. Every human that can imagine can happen in reality. Physicist Willie Gallen. Jaya arc. Jaya arc. Is Roxy Zebek making a comeback? I don't know if I would even use the word comeback, because like he hasn't played an integral role for people to be like, really, they brought him back? You know, like if you saw Ace walking around, you'd be like, yo, what the fuck, they brought Ace back? But Zebek never really had a heavy pivotal role in the story. So me myself, I would think like Oda would bring him out, not really like bring him back. And do I think if Oda's gonna bring him up or bring him out? Oda could make it make sense, but I'm not sure if Oda's gonna take that route. I think we have like a lot on our plate, because we still have to go to Elbaf, probably deal with Loki in some way. We're gonna have to fight Blackbeard. We're gonna go to Laugh Tale, discover all that shit while Luffy's asleep. Luffy's gonna have to fight Emu. I don't know if we necessarily have a point to put Zebek into the story. I think Zebek might even be used to like build up Blackbeard some more. Like, think about it, why would Zebek come up? Like, it's gonna be like a random situation where like Zebek's like, oh, I'm back again. It'll be kind of weird to be like, what's the point? You're like, you brought Zebek up just to bring him up? Like, I feel like every other antagonist or every other villain in the story, they have their unique role. Like Aki Inu, he's for the Marines. Emu's leading the world government. Blackbeard's battling for Pirate King. It would feel kind of weird to just throw Zebek into the mix. Don't know if you already talked about it or not. My bad if you have. Can Seraphim use Haki, yes or no? That, I don't think we actually got a clear answer off of that. My question is like, if Seraphim are to be controlled, then do they not have free will? And if they don't have free will, does that tie into willpower Haki? I would kind of lean towards no. Because, I mean, if you manufacture a human, you could make their raw strength really high. Like, they could have manufactured S-Hawk to have his raw power extremely high, to where like he didn't necessarily need Haki. You know what I mean? Elbaf is the third last arc, then Laugh Tale's final war. I don't know, man. Do you think someone will help Luffy take down Blackbeard to recreate this generation's version of God Valley? Could this person be Law if he's a member of Sword? Also, I was thinking Kobe instead of Law. I don't know, man. There's a lot of different options with like Blackbeard. It could go many different ways, man. It could go many different ways, but ultimately like Luffy has to defeat Blackbeard himself. Like Luffy, he'll probably get his help or whatever, but to take out the crew, there's a lot of different directions. I've made videos about how I think like Luffy's gonna defeat Blackbeard, and like how that'll tie into Vivi's stuff. But I don't know, man. I don't think I'm necessarily sold on a specific option. So great to see you. Wasn't sure if everything's all right since you didn't upload for 5 weeks. I haven't even been keeping track, Tommy. How about a video explaining all types of hockey, the basics and advanced stuff? I was actually gonna make that like a few months ago, like a hockey explained guide, but then I looked it up and I feel like other creators, they kind of get the gist of it, so it's just like no real point of me making it. Like you could just go find a hockey guide from someone else. Like I think I looked at King of Lightnings and I was like, it's good enough, I don't really need to go make a video. There's a huge plot hole in the Wano Kuni arc. When Big Mom fought Law and Kid, she never used Advanced Conqueror's Hockey in that fight. You have any idea why? I wouldn't consider that a plot hole. I don't know, bro. Her things, like she constantly has the memory loss, so that could easily tie into why she doesn't use Conqueror's Hockey. I don't know. I think there's been a lot of videos exploring that topic. I just stopped caring about it. I wouldn't call that a plot hole though. Bro, Otis said a scientist will tell about devil fruits, but Vega doesn't know himself. He said it's his theory. I think you're looking too much into it. I think like his theory, that's like what he thinks, right? That's his explanation. That's just what he thinks. I mean, there's no other scholar. By the way, it wasn't even scholar. He said, Otis said, or it wasn't scientist. Otis said scholar. I don't really see any other scholars in One Piece explaining how devil fruits are made. And that was probably like his theory, his idea. By the way, you got to look at it from like a scientific scope, right? In science fields, right? When they go to explain a phenomenon, their explanation, they call it a theory. I wouldn't take too much stock into like, oh, it's just a theory though. That's probably going to be the closest idea to how devil fruits are made that we'll see. Vegapunk's 500 years in the future. Who else would explain it? I wouldn't even consider like, I wouldn't consider a poneglyph explaining it to be like a scholar. Like if a scholar wrote on a poneglyph and explained it, we got my boy West with the gifted. Big West. Big West. Appreciate you, bro. W West. Hey, there's a reason why there's a W in I Am West End. So the devil fruit users now in the One Piece world have devil fruits related to their dreams or desires in some shape or form. Yes, but there has to be a mechanic. There has to be a reason why their dreams turn into reality. I don't think like meditating hard enough will cause a fruit to spawn. I have an idea of what I think devil fruits are made from, or like mechanically how they work. And that's what I'm gonna drop tomorrow. When I end the stream, I'm gonna record a video. I'm gonna end the stream at some point and drop a video tomorrow explaining about devil fruits, how they come to be, and why it ties into Luffy's dream. Zoro will meet Giraffe Man. Yeah, I think Zoro will stomp Kaku. Just like Lucci's gonna get stomped by Luffy, Zoro's gonna get stomped by, or Kaku's gonna get stomped by Zoro. Does Garp have any important role left in the story? Yeah, I could see Garp fighting in the end. I think in the final war of One Piece, like there's gonna be a straw that breaks the camel's back. We're gonna see on the Alliance side all these notable figures, and part of that Alliance side, Garp, Dragon, Luffy. We're gonna see those three. We're gonna see the Monkey family take on the world government and all the BS they do. What's up, Speeches? I believe that's what we're gonna see. Those three in a shot would be tough, and I know it would. I could already envision it, like a double page spread, Garp, Luffy, Dragon, or Garp, Dragon, Luffy, whichever way, and fans are gonna go nuts. I could definitely. Oda loves doing those double spreads where you have like these great notable figures standing by side. You see that all the time with the Straw Hats. You see that with Zoro and Sanji. Like Oda will do a double page spread. You'll see it with Zoro and Luffy and Sanji. Oda loves doing that shit. I feel like that's like a missed opportunity to not have Garp, Luffy, Dragon standing side by side, the monkey family. Like fucking Garp hates the Celestials as it is. That's a common interest with Luffy and Dragon. Cause you know writers like put each other's ideas in each other's stories. Wait, did you say something before that? I mean, if Robin reads about it, tells the Straw Hats and said Vega. Wait. I mean, if Robin reads about it and tells the Straw Hats and Vega, that would be a scholar explaining it. I mean, I guess. I think Vegapunk's explanation of the fruit is probably the closest thing we'll see. They're probably on Laugh Tale when they read the real poneglyph, R-E-A-L. And they learn everything that happened. It'll give the exact details, but it's probably going to be very close to what Vegapunk said in 1069. I think like there's a key detail, right? Damn, bro, I really want to talk about certain things, bro. There's certain things I want to talk about in 1069, but I'm gonna have to fucking I'm gonna have to drop like key things about this video. I didn't read this arc in manga. Did they do double spread for the admirals in Marineford? Yes. There is a few, actually. They had one double page where you had the admiral sitting on like the chairs, and then you had like the infamous one where I think they're standing up and Luffy's like holding the log. Yo, what's up, Known? We're Gucci, bro. None of that, bro. Would you rather want 2022 to end with Kizaru's arrival or Law's death? Law's death. Do you think there will be a time skip between Luffy becoming the Pirate King and him fighting the world government? It'll probably be like a month time skip. I don't really see Luffy like, all right guys, time to plan for a year. Like, yes, it's possible, but I wouldn't really put my chips on that. Like, cause then it would seem so weird. Like when Whitebeard was dying, like his last breath, he was saying like when they find the One Piece, bro, the world's gonna turn upside down. The greatest war is gonna unfold. So what, is Luffy gonna find the One Piece and be like, all right guys, let's not turn the world upside down, let's wait a year then turn it upside down? Seems kind of weird, bro. 2022 ends with Blackbeard being revealed as an octopus. Yeah, bro. That's the dream. Blackbeard as an octopus is the dream. It's the dream, bro. Do you think Buggy might somehow end up on Laugh Tale? Yeah, actually. I think I've talked about that in a few videos. Release the Kraken. Oda kind of showed us how the Straw Hats will look in 40 years. Yeah, he did. I think that'll be in like the I think there will be like an epilogue of One Piece, bro. I think Oda will skip like 20 years, show the Straw Hats, you know, yada yada. Skip another 20 years and show the Straw Hats. He'll show us the Straw Hats when they're like 40s, 50s, then when they're like 60s, 70s. Maybe when they're 80s too, I don't know. Boofy. Is there any meaning behind Lucci's black clouds? I have no idea. That I would put that on like the speculation side. Nothing comes to mind when I see those black clouds. Maybe flame clouds? I have no idea. Also, I noticed something peculiar actually. I noticed something peculiar. You guys notice how like okay, you guys have to pull it up for yourself. In 1069, where we got like, I think it's a double page spread. When we got the double page, no, it's a single page. The page of Lucci, where he's like standing there in his awakened form. You guys see that X on his left arm? I swear like that X was on something else that I've seen. Where have I seen that before? I've seen that X before. Yeah, it's on Dragon's leg. Let me show you guys. I wonder if fucking I'm gonna get striked just for showing this little ass fucking panel. Now look, y'all, this is not the same thing. But this is for sure like kind of weird. So you got like this X mark on Lucci's left arm. Then you have something similar on Dragon's leg. I don't really see any kind of connection between Lucci and Dragon, honestly. It doesn't really make sense as of now. But I swear I've seen like this X somewhere else though. I don't think I'm thinking a Dragon. There's someone else that has like this X on their arm. I can't remember who it is. Chat, do you guys know who has it? It was more like this, because I remember when this chapter came out, 1066 Willow Vohara, I saw this X on Dragon's leg, and I thought about a different character that had like an X symbol on them. I can't remember who this is, but it definitely wasn't Lucci, because Lucci wasn't even like 1069 wasn't out 3 chapters ago. Obviously, I can't remember who the fuck it was. Does anyone know who has like an X on them? The pattern on Dragon's leg is the same pattern as on his face. Yeah, I peeped that too. I saw the X on Lucci somewhere, bro. I can't remember where I've seen it. X Drake? He has that? One Piece X Drake. Bro, I'm not talking about the fucking X across his chest. I'm talking like a little patch on his body. I swear I've seen that before. Oh, I guess he had. Is that on his like elbows, shoulder pads? No, not really. Bro, I can't. Someone, bro, watch. I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna see that fucking logo on somebody. I'm gonna be like, damn, I wish I remembered it on stream. What correlation could we find between the devil fruit users that have that clouds? Could it only be awakened Zoans? Maybe a mix between proficient hockey users and I don't know, because those beast guards didn't have the black clouds. I have an idea. I think it's fire. Straw Hats versus Cross Guild on Laugh Tale, so Luffy and Zoro can achieve their dreams at the same time. Pirate King and World's Strongest Swordsman, since they are so close. Who is Kid going to fight next? No clue. Whoever is on the island he's going towards. And who that is, I have no idea. I was hoping we would get some Kid development, bro. Oda's probably not giving us any Kid development because fucking fans want to hate on Kid for no reason, bro. Like, people really be hating on Kid for no reason. All the crew members had X's on their wrists. That's the only thing I can remember. Oh yeah, that's true. It was someone else, bro. Someone was specific. I saw they had like an X patch on their body. I can't remember who the fuck it was, bro. That sucks, man. It was somebody, bro. And I know it, bro. When I end the stream, bro, I'm gonna see it, bro. I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna remember who had the X. It was like a patch, bro. Lucci always had the X on his arm. Kaido. I don't remember if it was a Marine or a pirate. I had no idea, bro. I just remember I was reading 1066 and I saw the patch on Dragon's Leg and I was like, wait, isn't that a patch this other guy has? I don't remember who it was. Oh well. Who's who? One Piece who's who. I don't even see it on Who's Who. Where is it on Who's Who? Kid is mid. People aren't hating. He has a bad showing in Wano. Him working with Law to defeat Big Mom puts Kid in Admiral level. If you think him being cemented in Admiral level is a bad showing, I don't know what to tell you. Also, Kid went into the New World without getting trained by Rayleigh. Kid literally jumped into the New World without any help. He didn't have a crew like Luffy. He didn't have a former Roger Pirate train him like Luffy. He didn't have a God Devil Fruit. Y'all just be hating on Kid just to hate on him. I literally just joined. What expat are you talking about? Basically, Lucci has like this X patch on his left arm, and I remember seeing it somewhere, but I don't know who had it. Kid beat a pacifista pre-time skip. Those guards lost their personality upon awakening. I guess that's why they don't have those flame cows. Wait, what? Doesn't that mean Lucci lost his personality too? I'm so lost. Oh, okay, so yeah, whoever that was in chat that said Lucci always had the X patch, maybe that's what I was thinking about. I wonder if that X patch means anything on his arm. It could mean literally nothing. What's good, Arthur? Uses Captain Mid's gonna lose his other arm. I think if Luffy pulled up in the New World without getting trained by Rayleigh, he probably would have died. Kid will turn out to be a villain in the story. Luffy's already so far up ahead of Kid, it just seems kind of pointless. Kid fighting like a wrestler was underwhelming. No one has a problem with him fighting Big Mom. It's how he fights. He still beat Big Mom. Look, bro, you don't have to like Kid. At least use like good reasoning for it. Do you think Sanji will have Conquer Saki? I don't know, bro. He could have Conquer Saki. He could not. I don't know. I don't think there's like a case. I don't think there's like a case closed for Sanji and Conqueror's Haki. Like, I don't think there's a way to be like, oh, he's definitely not because look at this, or like, oh, he definitely is because look at this. I don't think there's a case closed for either side. I would probably lean towards Sanji having Conqueror's Haki, but I don't really want to die on the hill for that. I couldn't really care. It's a debate. Ace had an X through the S. Luffy and Lucci didn't lose their personality, unlike those guards literally gave up their human trait completely, became the animal themselves. Kid awakening will change the magnetic field of islands, and it'll be easy to travel in the Grand Line. That's insane. East Blue 5 will all have Conqueror's Haki. Damn. That's a take, Stroofy. That's a take. That's a take if I've ever heard one. I'm giving you good reasons no one liked his fighting style and saying saying they beat Big Mom doesn't change that, and I'm not hating Kid. I never had any big expectations for him like others in the community. First of all, you can't really speak for everyone, so I don't know why you're trying. Second of all, like, I would see a lot of people say useless Captain Mid, and then when I would get into VC with them, they wouldn't even have any reasons for it. You know how many people I've seen say useless Captain Mid, and when I'm in a voice call with them, they're like, bro, I don't know, I just think it's funny. You'd be surprised how many people act that way. I would die on the Blackbeard doesn't have Conqueror's Hockey hill. That's such a dumb hill to die on. Why would Blackbeard try to be king of the world, pirate king, most free man in the world, but not have Conqueror's Hockey? That makes absolutely no sense. Plus, like, isn't there a panel, like the first chapter when Blackbeard was pulling up on Law, couldn't you see Conqueror's Hockey like jump out of the ship? And then on top of that, you could also see like zap sound effects that are the exact same sound effects used by Roger and Whitebeard when they clashed Conqueror's Hockey. I don't think that's Law's Conqueror's Hockey. I don't think that's what's going on. What chapter was that, y'all? What chapter was it 1062? 1063. What chapter was it? It was 1063. Okay, let me show y'all. I hope I don't get copyright strike. All right, let me show you guys this. You see this right here? You guys see my mouse? This zap right here? This is a zap. This is Conqueror's Hockey. You see this? And you see this this kanji right here? Actually, I don't even think it's kanji. I think it's katakana. This is zap. Zappa. Zap. So you see this black line? And this is zap by the Blackbeard ship. What does this tell you? Black lightning and the zap sound effect right here in really small. Zappa. Wait, I think this is zap too. This is zap. And when you see, does anyone know what chapter Roger and Whitebeard clashed? 966 or something like that? When they clashed with their Conqueror's Hockey, it had the same sound effect. And then look, you can see it right here. Zap. Boom. That's fucking Conqueror's Hockey, bro. You guys are saying 966? Damn, was I spot on for real? Let me pull it up, bro. Let me pull it up, bro. I'm pretty sure they had the same sound effect. Damn, they didn't even put like a sound effect for it. What the fuck? Zzz, zzz. It is dark fruits, tremor, I think not Conqueror's Hockey. The tremor fruit doesn't zap. The 7 magnetic fields in the Grand Line come from the moons. The moons of the One Piece world as the 7 magnetic fields in the Grand Line come from the moons of the One Piece world as in the real world the moon through its Yo, bro, you gotta use commas or something, bro. I don't know what the fuck that says. For the record, I only say uses Captain Mid for the meme. That's like 90% of people who say it. And if you want to say it for the meme, go ahead. Dark fruit isn't a zap or tremor. That's what I'm saying. So why would the dark fruit create a zap sound effect or tremor? It doesn't make sense. You don't know the Japanese, so don't try to translate the kanjis. Someone shut this dumbass up. Here, you wanted attention? You wanted attention? Here's your attention, Mark. You don't need to be Japanese to know like fucking 2 katakana or hiragana, whichever one it is. I'm pretty sure that says zap. It's katakana for SFX. Nah, bro, you gotta be a Japanese expert, Margun. Kid's a goat just as much as Law, if not more. Woo, that's a hot take, Drek. Vanquish him to the Shadow Realm. I think Sanji's attack potency and defense is equal or slightly lesser than the advanced Conqueror coding. Well, you can't really say that because isn't like everyone's Conqueror's Haki stronger or different? Like for an example, I don't think Don Chinjiao is gonna have the same Conqueror's coding as Luffy. I don't think it's like a static number. Mark thinks everyone is like him who knows the only one language. Bro. It's so corny, bro. But anyways, yeah, those black zaps coming out of the Blackbeard ship, like, I don't see, like, why would you die on the hill he doesn't have Conquerors? Like, what's the point? That would be so weird. Like, I think one of the hardest fights Luffy could have is against a person with Conqueror's Haki and multiple fruits. Like, if Blackbeard had like fucking no type of Haki, no Conquerors, that's gonna put him super low in the Haki field, and then what, high in the Devil Fruits field? Why not both? Like, Luffy literally has like a god Devil Fruit, but he's still crazy good at Haki. Same thing with Kaido, same thing with the Yonko. We'll talk about Kaido. Kaido has a super fucking good fruit, but then he also has super good Haki. Why do we need a scenario where Blackbeard's super good Conqueror or super good Devil Fruits and then no Haki? That makes no sense. If someone doesn't have Conqueror's Haki and they're fighting against Luffy who has Haki infusion, that's a very bad time for them. I don't see the point of going down that route. Haki equals will, Devil Fruit equals desire. You can overcome desire with a strong will. Buggy inherited Zebek, and Zebek also had the Chop Chop fruit. Why has no one mentioned it though? Because Buggy was at Marineford doing all types of shit, chopped up, and like no one said anything. Or even when like he was escorted to Impel Down, like why didn't Garp notice it? If Garp didn't have Conqueror's Haki, then he might have some physical capabilities and armament Haki to Roger. That's why wouldn't it just be so much simpler to give Garp Conquerors, because then his son had Conquerors and Luffy had Conquerors? Like, it's so much easier to just take the route that he had Conquerors. Why even die? Why even bother trying to like build a case that he doesn't have Conquerors? It seems so pointless. Yo, what's up, Alejandro? The 7 magnetic fields in the Grand Line come from the 7 moons of the One Piece world. The concept is inspired by the real world's moon, which is through its gravitational pull creates tides and currents. See, but how would that work if each island in the One Piece world has a different magnetic pull? And they said that each island protrudes different like a different magnetic field from one another. So like, how would the moons also give all of those islands their own individual pull? How does that work? Because it's not like all of the 7 routes, like each route, like every island in the route has the same magnetic pull. We know that to not be true, because like whenever Luffy goes down a certain route in the Grand Line, the island after where he's at has a different pull than the island he was previously on. So clearly, like, there's no consistency through a route in the Grand Line. Is Kuma going to Egghead to make sure Vegapunk escapes and reunites with Dragon? I believe so. I'm definitely of the opinion that Oda had this this pre-established relationship of Kuma and Bonnie in the Reverie, where she talks about her father and it shows Kuma. Oda already had a pre-established connection there, and he's been building it up this whole time. He's been building it up this whole time. We finally get to Egghead and we meet Bonnie, and here we go again, father. Now you see Kuma, who just probably had a confrontation with his daughter at the Reverie, just take off all the IV cords and just bolt. Like, a huge red flag. That to me seems like a concerned father. He's not going to be thinking straight. I think the Occam's razor choice is that Kuma's going to Egghead. And you could make an argument that Luffy was sent flying for 3 days, but Luffy didn't have like, what do you call it, like jetpack boots on him. He couldn't push himself through the air. Plus, we don't know if Kuma intentionally sent Luffy flying for 3 days. There's so many variables that we don't have answers for about Luffy flying through the air. Too many variables to there's way too many to therefore shoot down the idea that Kuma's going to Egghead. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's confirmed that Kuma's going to Egghead, because it's definitely not, but it's definitely not debunked. I was talking about magnetic fields. You can have multiple polarities existing within one magnetic field. I'm not too sure about that. That seems like a missing piece. What would that mean for the story? Bro, Luffy's new Gum Gum Mole attack against Lucci is kind of similar to Katakuri Floor Mochi attack. Definitely. 100%. 100%. There's like a multitude of attacks that Luffy's used throughout the story that was influenced from a previous battle. There's even, I forgot which attack Luffy has. Someone in chat probably knows. Luffy has an attack that was inspired from Nami. Luffy has an attack inspired from Kaido. Luffy has an attack inspired from a lot of people he's fought. And that Gomu Gomu no Mole, he couldn't do that because he wasn't able to make the floor rubber until he was awakened. So Luffy didn't have the ability of doing Gum Gum Mole until he awakened his fruit. He wasn't able to do that before. So I'm definitely of the opinion that Katakuri inspired Luffy to have Gum Gum Mole. I believe Katakuri's awakening was a preview in a way, some of Luffy's Paramecia awakening abilities. Yeah. The only thing I'm wondering about is like Katakuri was spawning like Mochi in the air and then punching, like sending a fist through the random spawn of Mochi in the air. I don't know if Luffy's gonna be able to do that. Like if he does, I wouldn't bother questioning it, but that does seem pretty insane. What's up, Llama? Like imagine like Luffy's like standing there and then just like out of nowhere, out of thin air, you see like rubber spawn and then Luffy punches through the rubber like Katakuri does with the Mochi. Bruh, Mole was also the name of Katakuri's weapon. Oh, I didn't even put that together. Is that actually, I believe you, Stroofy, but is that like actually true? Katakuri One Piece Wiki. His weapon's called Mole? No way. Is it like on his wiki somewhere? How about Katakuri weapon name? Mogura. Does that mean like mole? Let me look this up. It does mean mole. That's hilarious. Yeah, that whole debate if like it's Pluton's a mole relationship, I just think that's kind of like, I don't think that's really realistic. He definitely used the Gomu Gomu no Mole from Katakuri, like without a doubt. Yo, Vinks, appreciate it, bro. Or is it Vinks? Why did Luffy went straight to gear 5? Does it seem not unusual for him to go straight into the higher power up? We were talking about that earlier. TLDR, gear 2, 3, and 4 were wannabes gear 5. Is your neck tat the brand from Berserk? Yes. This is the brand of sacrifice from Berserk. Then, you know, I had to, I got the branding on there. I really do this 323 shit. But yeah, this is the brand of sacrifice from Berserk. Bro, the fact Luffy rubber floor, or bro, the fact Luffy floor rubber attacks can make the opponents fly because of the properties of rubber is terrifying. Luffy's crazy, bro. Eddie, wouldn't S. Gecko's Lunarian body let him use Shadow Asgard to its maximum potential, unlike Moria? I never really thought about that. Yo guys, if you're watching the stream, let's hit 200 likes on the stream. Everybody watching, stop what you're doing, close the full screen, hit the like button, and continue watching. Let's hit 200 likes. Let's hit 200 likes. The only reason Katakuri could spawn the mochi in the air, in my opinion, is because of it being a special paramecia. It seems more of a Logia awakening. Yo, Ted, what's up, bro? That would give credibility to Clover's theory of the One Piece world having 7 moons and maybe how the Grand Line was created. I just had the thought. I wouldn't necessarily call that Clover's theory. He never really talked about the moons. Like, yeah, you could say he had like a figurine in the background or in his lab that had moons, but I wouldn't necessarily say he had like a moon theory. Who is your favorite One Piece character? Doflamingo. What are your predictions for next chapter and the rest of the arc? I can't give you predictions from next chapter. For me, that feels impossible. But I feel like Kizaru, yes, he's gonna reach the island like how I predicted 2 months ago. You know, we gotta flex real quick. I also feel like they're gonna destroy Egghead. I feel like Egghead Island, the Egghead arc, is basically Ohara 2.0. If you added some seasoning onto Ohara, that's what Egghead is. Vegapunk, I believe, is gonna be alive. I also believe Kuma's gonna make his way to Egghead. I do believe Kuma will reach Egghead. I might even go out, I want to say on a limb. I want to go out on a limb and say that Kuma is going to die for Bonnie. I feel like he really served his role in the One Piece story. Law losing, I mean, I'd be mad if he didn't. Pretty much that. I don't really like to do predictions on like the next chapter because like Oda could like go to a whole different thing. Like Oda could switch to Cross Guild, he could switch to Emu, he could switch to the Revs, switch to Blackbeard. I don't really think it's like feasible to predict that way. I like to predict like what I think is going to happen in the arc, because like a lot of times like there's like big patterns Oda does. People will begin a One Piece arc, and all the things that they think are boring in the arc, all like the little seeds Oda plants in the beginning of the arc, always come full circle, and those seeds become plants and full-on flowers by the end of the arc. And Oda has sprayed lots of different seeds for Egghead. Not only do you have the constant mention of Cypher Pole arriving to the island to kill a scholar, they also mention Catastrophe. They have like this large branch that extends over the island that has a lot of knowledge, Tree of Knowledge, Punk Records. Clover was connected to Dragon like how Vegapunk was. You have I guess I said scholars, right? The Cypher Pole coming to cause catastrophe, the flashback to Ohara, Robin being prominent in both arcs. To me, it's very clear this is like Ohara 2.0. So what do I think from Ohara 2.0? Oda's building up like this grand thing. He's building up all this beautiful technology, the Seraphim, the robots, the Punk Records, the wannabe internet. You even had one of the robots, one of the Vegapunks. He was literally live streaming. He had like a camera and a microphone, like he was streaming. Like this whole internet thing, Oda's building it all up just to knock it down, bro. He built up Ace to knock him down. He built up Ohara to knock it down. That's just like, that's a common theme in One Piece. What's up, Cosmos? I'm coping hard that Law doesn't get clapped. I'd be upset if he didn't get clapped, because then I would wonder, one, what's the point of having Blackbeard approach Law? Two, that's inconsistency. That's inconsistent with power levels in the story. This is a combat manga. At the end of the day, complain about power scaling as much as you want. This is a combat-based story. And three, like, we're trying to build up Blackbeard. We're trying to build up Blackbeard. Are we gonna build up Blackbeard? Are we gonna build up this future like Pirate King antagonist by having him fail over and over? Because like you could say he gained something from the Boa incident, like he got Kobe or whatever, but not necessarily a W. What, he's gonna lose against Law? Like, it wouldn't make any sense to me if like that happened. Personally. What's up, BR? What's up, Jod? Law is dead, reality hurts. Bro, look, when it comes to law, bro, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Don't cry. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Death is what completes a person. Shout out to Kaido. Do you think Law is dying, or is he gonna barely make it out alive? I can't answer that question unless Oda answers my question. Does this if Blackbeard knows about the immortality surgery, Law dies. If Blackbeard does not know about the immortality surgery, Law does not die. That's how I feel about the situation. So I can't answer either one until I get a clear answer for one. If next chapter Blackbeard mentions the immortality surgery, Law is dead. Who would you think the opponents will be for Zoro and Sanji from Blackbeard Pirates? Zoro is gonna fight the classic swordsman Shiryu, and I think Sanji is gonna fight the corrupt king from the North Blue. You probably thought I was gonna say Judge. No, Alvaro Pizarro. Under what context do you think we'll see Enel again? I don't know, man. I'm trying not to get my hopes up because we've been waiting too long, bro. Like most cover stories, you see a character go off and do something so that they could wrap back around and so that they could come back into the story, right? Has there been any kind of sign Enel's gonna return? No. Sanji versus Vasco. Law could be joining Blackbeard. I mean, you know, that's actually not a bad option because there's a pirate in real life that Oda said that he based the Law on. I think his name's Edward Lowe. And then we know that Blackbeard is based on the real pirate Edward Thatch. The cool thing, I've never seen anyone mention this. Edward Lowe, the inspiration of Law, he was at the Battle of Trafalgar, right? The interesting thing about Edward Lowe is he used to use the Blackbeard flag before he became his own pirate. I thought that was so interesting. So maybe Law will create an alliance with Blackbeard. It's like an inverse. Law started with his own flag, it turns into a Blackbeard flag, instead of the real Edward Lowe starting with the Blackbeard flag, turning into his own flag. Alright, Anthony. Have a good time, bro. I don't think Law's gonna die just yet. He hasn't used the ultimate power yet. He's barely makes it out alive. Blackbeard takes his fruit, guaranteeing him. See, the thing that people, in my opinion, are misled about the Ope Ope no Mi. Yes, it has the immortality surgery. You have to die to use it. But the one interesting thing to take into account is like there is a possibility that Law dies not using the surgery, and then whoever finds and inherits the fruit threatens to use the surgery. Like Law could literally die not using the surgery, and that fruit ends up in the Blackbeard Pirates' grasp. Now that's a huge threat. Or like Law doesn't use the fruit and it ends up in the hands of the world government. That gives value to the fruit in the story without necessarily having Law use the fruit. And I think a lot of people don't bother considering that, and they really need to. Yo, Parado, what's good, bro? Have a good one, G. Wouldn't that be betraying Luffy if Law... Oh, we're not starting this again, bruh. We're not starting this again, bro. Law does not like Luffy like how people thinks he does, bro. Law does not have this everlasting love for Luffy. He has said repeatedly, I'm gonna help you here and there because we're in an alliance. This is an alliance. This is an alliance. I don't like you. I don't like anything about you. I don't like anything about your crew. We are in an alliance. And as soon as that alliance ended, after repeating that he doesn't like Luffy, next time I see you, I'm gonna kill you. It's just like, I don't think Law is in love with Luffy like how some people think he is. He could have stayed with Luffy. Does Law know Luffy has Gear 5? I guess he saw it. I don't know if he knows the full extent, but after everything Law has seen from Luffy, he still went his own separate way. And to me, that's like, okay, if you know Luffy will listen to you to a good extent, and he knows Luffy's extremely powerful, why would you not want to work with Luffy? You could probably succeed with what you want if you just stuck with Luffy. And he said no and went against Luffy. Him not working with Luffy, that's more against Luffy than just working with him. So I don't think Law has this deep love for Luffy like how some people make it out to seem, bro. I think Zoro will be pushed to his absolute limit against Shiryu. It'll probably be his last test before facing Mihawk. I think he'll be forced to develop his observation haki. Yeah, I've always saw an inverse between Zoro and Shiryu with Alvaro Pizarro and Sanji. Again, Alvaro Pizarro is a corrupt king from the North Blue. I think Oda's doing chess moves to reveal at some point that Judge and Alvaro Pizarro had some kind of interaction. Whether they were enemies or friends, I don't know. I think there's going to be some kind of interaction, and Oda's going to spin that into like one of the emotional reasons for Sanji versus Alvaro Pizarro, the corrupt king from the North Blue. Seeing how Shiryu has like the clear fruit, to me, it makes me feel like someone who's gonna have to be proficient in observation will have to fight him because he's invisible. And then Alvaro Pizarro, and like since Shiryu is a swordsman, obviously he's gonna fight Zoro. So I feel like Oda's painting a scenario where he has Armament Man Zoro have to work up his observation through fighting Shiryu. And seeing how Zoro and Sanji are always like opposites or inversions of each other, if Sanji fights Alvaro Pizarro, then Alvaro Pizarro will probably be an Armament Man that observation Sanji has to overcome his armament to defeat. So through the Blackbeard battle, Zoro levels up his observation and Sanji levels up his armament, because Sanji's armament's insane. We already know Sanji can detect a woman's cry from fucking 50 miles away. It's like insane. And he always has like this great intuition. I think there's a point in the story where they implied that like intuition kind of ties into observation. I can't give citation on that, but I'm pretty sure that was said at some point, or at least alluded to. You Mula, what's good, bro? Mula. No, it's Mula. What's good, bro? You would think this would be the prime arc for Enel to come back. Yeah, that's actually a cool point. And the thing is like there's gonna have to be like a really good reason for it, because like throughout the whole Skypiea arc, you have Enel having people work for him for years. They spent years building the arc Maxim. His dream was to go to the moon. He wanted to go to Fairyverse. So he spent what, all these years, all this time and resources and slavery to go to this place just to say fuck it and go back? It seems very weird, like, especially if there's multiple planets in the One Piece world. What if Enel goes to Fairyverse, you know, like the first moon, gets that robotic army, and starts going to the other moons? Why would he go to the moon? His dream has to deal with leaving this place just to come back. Like, there would have to be a reason. He would just randomly be like, you know what, I changed my mind. I don't want to be on the moon. Usopp will be the Pirate King because Devil Fruit users can't be in Laugh-Tale. What else we got in the chat? Any questions y'all got? Any kind of questions, inquiries? I think Enel comes back when Yarouge is in the focus worst gen character. Bro, this man Oda does not care about Yarouge anymore. Like, if you ask like a casual fan, like, yo, what do you think about your Rouge? They have nothing to say. It's only like the big One Piece fans that like reread and go in discords and all that shit that actually talk about your Rouge. The average One Piece fan does not give a fuck about him. So I'm wondering like if Oda's even gonna take the time to like bring him back and build him up or whatever. I totally forgot. I gotta post a stream real quick. What role do you think Emu would have? What do you mean? They would ask, who's your Rouge? Exactly. Why am I not signed in on Twitter, bro? The only weird thing is that Lucci got his awakening and Kaido didn't. I think we went in on that on the last stream. If we didn't, my point of view from Kaido and his awakening, I think Oda didn't go out of his way to make it obvious or clear that Kaido was awakened. But just because Oda didn't make it clear doesn't mean that Kaido wasn't awakened. Like, I feel like there's gonna be an SBS or like a reader's like, Oda, why didn't you make Kaido awakened? And then Oda's like, bro, honestly, Kaido's awakening was just higher defense, higher recovery. I didn't really go out of my way for pointing that out. Sorry. Like, it'll probably be some shit like that. And then it's just like, okay, did you really need to point it out? Either way, Luffy beat Kaido. And then, like, another question that needs to be answered, are some awakenings harder to achieve than others? Like, what if the Gear 5 awakening is harder to achieve than like the Leopard awakening? There's so many questions about awakenings that I don't even think it's fair to complain that Kaido's not awakened. There's way too many questions about them. Agreed 100%. Sanji's observation and speed is cracked. He dodged the attack from Katakuri. Who do you think Luffy's next serious trouble level opponent? Either Shanks or Blackbeard. Now with Shanks, it doesn't have to be an antagonistical approach. Like, it doesn't have to be evil Shanks or something like that. But I think it would be pretty good or pretty cool to have Shanks approach Luffy and have like this kind of moment where it's like, yeah, you beat Kaido, yeah, step up, boy. And then, you know, Luffy and Shanks have their clash. Other than that, Luffy has 3 road poneglyphs. We're approaching 4th road poneglyph. We're approaching Laugh Till. So Luffy versus Blackbeard is very close. Then after Luffy versus Blackbeard, I think it's Luffy versus Emu. Luffy fighting an admiral after Blackbeard is just fucking... I don't even know what's the point of that. So if Luffy fought an admiral after he fought Blackbeard, then clearly it's a situation where Oda wants to flex Luffy. We know that admirals are beneath Yonko. I don't have to explain this. I'm pretty sure y'all, if y'all are paying attention to the story, y'all understand. We know that. If the final Yonko that Luffy fights is Blackbeard, the only character with multiple devil fruits, surely as conquers Haki with the page I pulled up earlier, Blackbeard is without any doubt above Admiral if that's what happens. If Luffy fights Blackbeard, I don't think anyone disagrees. So therefore, Luffy will be so high above Admiral that it's like, why? So with that being said, I think Luffy's gonna have his little thing with Shanks. It might be serious, maybe it's not. Then he's gonna have a thing with Blackbeard, then Emu. I think Emu's gonna be like the most broken fucking character ever. Emu's gonna have some type of Haki, devil fruit, supernatural power, something that makes him so incredibly broken that it's just like, you literally look at Emu and you're like, all right, Luffy, you're really good, like you're strong, bro, you're that dude, but you're not beating Emu. Like that's how every arc is, bro. That's how every major battle is like shown. We were looking at Luffy and Crocodile. We're like, bro, Luffy, you literally got one shotted by Crocodile. His whole hook is through your whole body. You're not beating this man. Then you had Luffy and Kaido, another example. Luffy got fucking blitzed. He got blitzed. White Eyes is there dead. One move, just blitzed. It's just like, when we see Emu, bro, it's gonna be some kind of enemy where it's like, okay, Oda, you went too far. Oda, you went too far. You made Emu way too strong, but obviously Luffy will persevere. Emu has the seawater devil fruit. See, yeah, devil fruit users are weak against the sea, but that seems so underwhelming. You have people like Kaido that can create natural disasters. You have people like Sugar that touch you and you turn into a doll and no one ever remembers you. You have people like Foxy that are basically freezing time. Like, to me, I get it. Yes, devil fruit users are weak to water. Yes, I get it. But that feels so underwhelming. Doesn't it? Like, it just seems so underwhelming to me, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you gave Emu Foxy's fruit, I guarantee you that will be better than a water fruit. I don't look at water in a devil fruit and I'm like, yeah, that's hacks. Unless there's some kind of like other innate ability, other innate power within that, that's just like, that barely has to do with water. Then maybe, yeah. Doesn't even make sense to me. Isn't the weakness water? Sabo, dude, better be dead. Oda with all the double fake. Bro, Sabo's good, man. Chill, bro. Sabo ain't dead, bro. Sabo's Gucci, bro. Sabo is Gucci. Look, bro, I know you said double fake out, but in my professional opinion, especially after just rereading ASL Flashback, I took into account hindsight bias. I took into account, okay, I only know Sabo is gonna be alive, so it's obvious. I took that into account, but still, it is so clear to me in the ASL Flashback that Sabo was gonna be revealed to be alive, bro. I'm sorry. And there's like, I posted this on Discord the other day. Like, there's a page where you see like Sabo getting bombed, and I think it's like 1 or 2 pages later or something like that, and Dragon's like, oh, or they go to an island, they're like, oh, who's that boy, we gotta save him. It's just like, and then the next page after that, it's when Luffy and Ace see like Ghost Sabo. I'm like, bruh, like, come on. Plus, we didn't even see Sabo die. It was just like a big explosion, and I was like, is he actually dead? Where is the hill? I'm gonna die on it. He's just like, Sabo Stroofy, you're insane, bro. This man is insane. This man is insane. Imagine using seawater against Shanks or Zoro and expect anything to happen. That's actually hilarious. Wait, you mean to tell me Emu, the probably gonna be the most broken character in the whole story, is gonna have a water fruit? What? So what? Do fishmen beat Emu? Like, if you're a fishman, you just beat Emu. Like, cause think about it. A water devil fruit. What is he gonna spawn? Put you in a bubble of water, and now your stats just like quadrupled. Like, aren't fishmen faster and stronger when they're in water? You're literally giving them a power boost. I would definitely put my money that like a water fruit is not going to be the case, and if it is, there's going to probably be some broken thing about it that doesn't necessarily have to do with water. Like, think about it, like the Gomu Gomu no Mi or the Nika Nika fruit. Yes, you're permanently made of rubber, but what makes that fruit so powerful is like the power of imagination or whatever. Like, clearly, like, that's what they're building it up to be, the most ridiculous power. That's what sticks out about the fruit. So if Emu had a water fruit, it would have to be something else about it that just makes it broken. Hachi neg diffs Emu with water fruit. Exactly, bro. What would you feel about Emu having the Den Den Mushi fruit? What? What is a Den Den Mushi fruit? What the fuck even is that, bro? What is that, bro? Because I don't know what the fuck that is. Yo, N was good. How you doing, N? We all missed you too. We all missed you too. How you feeling? Emu has the illusion fruit. Bro, I was thinking like, look, Luffy, you gotta look at it from like a metaphorical standpoint. Oda loves to do that. Fucking moon versus sun, fire versus magma, fucking, you know that or Dark King versus Light Man. Like Oda loves to do like a lot of symbolism with like fights, right? If you think about Luffy, his ultimate power, his ultimate awakening, his whole niche, his whole thing is imagination. And then when you look at Emu and the world government, they're all about order. Let's not change anything. We need order. We need structure. Imagination versus reality. That's also like a common theme in like storytelling and fiction. The whole idea of imagination versus reality. Imagination is just change. Order is like structure. You can't, what's the point of imagination? What's the point of creating something if you can't change what you have? To create something is to change. So therefore the ultimate symbolism to imagination is order. Who in One Piece is symbolic of order? The only thing is like, how would the reality fruit work? That's my thing. Like, how would that work? What would that do? Whoop slap solos any other verse. This Conquer's Riz is off the charts. You're wild. This man said Conquer's Riz. That's insane, bro. You have every power of everyone that used the transponder snail before. So you basically like have every devil fruit. Just fuck it. You just have every devil fruit. Yo, Red Potato, what's good, bro? When we used to think that Logia fruits are OP, but man, mythical zones can do everything. Some mythical zones. Yo, Arsh, what's good, bro? I don't like how well Lucci is doing. I doubt he'd survive an open or a second against Kaido, Shanks, or Whitebeard. Why would he go against Luffy? Because Luffy's not taking the fight seriously. Luffy's laughing in the middle of the fight. Luffy is falling asleep in the middle of the fight. Luffy left the fight and had a whole conversation with Sentomaru. Luffy is not trying. If you're talking about low diff, mid diff, high diff, Luffy is in negative diff. He does not care. And when you see that clash of Lucci and Luffy, I would put money that Luffy's not even trying. He's like, yo, I'm just gonna go half speed at you. Boom, clash. Luffy's not taking the fight seriously. He's not taking, and to me, Oda's making this very clear. Luffy's dodging while asleep. Like, what? He's not taking it seriously, bro. He's not. Reality fruit. You can erase anything from existence, as big as islands or as small as a power source from a giant robot attacking you. Ooh, hey, Shufi. I think we're cooking up, bro. I think we're cooking up right now, bro. I think we're cooking up. Emu has the hockey fruit. Why not just have good hockey? LOL. What's the point of the hockey devil fruit? Why not just be trained? There's no way that Emu can't be trained with hockey. Isn't it very common to be hockey trained in the Marines? I think at some point you could work your way up and have Emu hockey trained. Like, I think the Godosei could train Emu in hockey. I don't really see the point of a hockey fruit. That seems kind of counterproductive. You could instead just train your hockey and eat a separate devil fruit. So why eat a devil fruit to give you the hockey? Like, you would be having hockey, you would drown just to have hockey when other people have hockey without drowning. Isn't it like counterproductive? Are we forgetting the fact that Luffy's the mask now? True. Someone said Shanks is the hockey fruit. I would not bet on that at all. Luffy could Gear 5 flick that ninja Lucci. Luffy disrespectful in Gear 5. He is, bro. Luffy's hella disrespectful. How do you have someone sending out a barrage of attacks? Fucking Lucci coated his finger and went for a finger pistol, and Luffy's just like falling. Luffy's literally asleep, dodging all the attacks. Like Luffy literally does not care. He's literally toying. He's playing with his food. You guys ever heard the phrase, don't play with your food? That's what Luffy's literally doing. He's not trying, bro. And personally, I like that. That's way more entertaining than having Luffy just one-shot Lucci. Like, that would feel kind of anticlimactic. Well, not for climax purposes, but y'all get my point. Imagination versus reality, yeah, bro. That's I've been thinking about it for a while, but I always been toying with that, with like how it would work. Like if, well, we know Luffy's like imagination, right? If Emu was some form of reality, how would that work? How would that fruit work? What are the limitations? Why would a Yonko try hard instantly? Luffy's playing with Lucci, exactly, bro. Luffy is going to eat Lucci as a finisher. Who's gonna fight Zoro? When? Dragon's tattoo's based off his bandana. His bandana looks a lot like the tree, or like the Freemason symbol. Look up the Freemasons. You think there could be any inspiration? Oh, I've always heard of the Freemasons, and I know it's like a kind of complex topic. I would have to do that off stream. Here, I'll open the tab right now. Off stream, I'll look into the Freemasonry stuff. If you guys haven't dropped a like on the stream, we're going for 200 likes. Sabo versus Aki Inu, Dragon in the RA versus Godase, Luffy versus Emu, Zoro versus Fuji, Sanji versus Kizaru, Jinbei versus Green Bull. Any thoughts? I actually really like that. Because it's always been so funny. It's like people are like, oh, Luffy's gonna fight Aki Inu because his brother died to Aki Inu. But it's just like, did you forget Ace has another brother? Like, did you forget that? Did you forget that Sabo exists? You could argue, oh well, Evil, you're not taking into account that Luffy has a scar. I don't think Luffy cares about that scar. I think what matters to Luffy is that his brother Ace was killed. He doesn't care about the fucking scar. The only time you could ever say he's acknowledged it is like when they brought up Aki Inu and Fishman Island, how the Marines have been stronger than they ever been because of his supervision, and he grabbed his chest. Like, but that's barely like implying the scar matters. With that being said, I think Sabo cares just as much about Ace as Luffy did. Like, all three of them were brothers. They were all in a pact. So like Sabo versus Ace, or I'm sorry, Sabo versus Aki Inu, I don't see what the problem with that is. Aki Inu's already too weak to fight a Yonko. What's good, John? What's good, bro? You ain't getting these. Hey, you ain't getting these, bro. You ain't getting these. Hey, if anybody wants these, bro, if you want these, I'll give them to you. You gotta make a theory better than Blackbeard's octopus. Once you go through that, I'll give you the shades, bro. But I don't know if you can pull that off. Matter of fact, here, I'll go easy on you. Make a better theory than Luffy's based on Hanuman, bro. Do it better, and I'll pass the torch down. I'm just playing. Imagine Luffy sending Lucci flying to another island and he becomes the next Buggy. That's funny as hell. Yo, Lucci just needs to be locked up already, man. Just lock him up, bro. Rocksteady Django. When do you think the Straw Hats are going to meet with Sword? I asked because Fujitora is going to defect from the main marine structure to go against the world government. He gives me those vibes. I don't know, man. I feel like Sword could, like, I don't even think like Luffy would care. Like, Luffy really doesn't care about that type of shit. He might be like, oh, you're on my side? Cool, let's go fight. But Luffy won't. Luffy doesn't care about politics. Luffy doesn't care about, you know, anything with like of complex nature. I feel like Sword will like be really prominent, or will reach its peak going into Final War. We'll probably see the whole team. They'll probably give us the whole layout, how it was created, their final goal. I think we'll get the full picture at the beginning of Final War. Will Luffy care? Maybe, maybe not. As far as Fujitora though, Fujitora always gives vibes of like, I don't believe in the BS, but does he have to switch sides? Maybe that's just like a part of his character. Maybe he's going to always be that Marine. He's always going to be an admiral, but he does have those thoughts. He does have that side in him. Like, I don't think Oda always has to have a character where they have like this like anti-knowledge kind of side, or anti-goal, anti-personality, where they act on it. I think there has to be some characters that like they know it's wrong, but they say fuck it and they still stick with it, at least to a large degree. Do you think a Straw Hat would die at the end? It depends on what end means. End could be Laugh Tale, end could be Final War, end could be the epilogue of One Piece. It just depends when. I don't think anyone's gonna die on Laugh Tale. I don't think any of the Straw Hats are gonna die in Final War. I think all the Straw Hats have to live through the Final War. They have to look at the new world that's created. They have to see Luffy achieve his dream. They have to see Zoro achieve his dream. They'll probably die in the epilogue. When fucking Usopp's like 80, he'll probably die. I don't think he's gonna be 80 during Final War and stuff like that. Big dog, I can't even spell theories. Neither can I, bro. Neither can I. Luffy and Hanuman is my personal favorite. Hey guys, what's your favorite theory by me? What is your favorite video or theory by me? Name it. We got lots under our belt. We got the Reverie theory. I think that whole shit was right. I said Sabo was gonna be blamed for the death of Cobra and Vivi missing. That was one. Dragon is Uranus. Dragon's a Quetzalcoatl. Blackbeard's an octopus. Blackbeard is Threesidas. Blackbeard is the Baizeb monster. Luffy's Hanuman. Luffy has a Zoan fruit. Hito. I have a bunch, but some of them are just unfortunate. Like the Zoro one, bro. That one breaks my heart, bro. There were so many things in place to have Zoro related to Green Bull. Oda easily could have done it, and that man just didn't do it. Ugh. Zoro got nothing. There is no type of lineage in Wano for Zoro. Nothing. No Ryuma, no Shimotsuki, no Roronoa, nothing from Green Bull, nothing from Fujitora. I'm not even salty that I'm wrong. I'm just like, damn, Oda, you couldn't give us nothing. I always take my L's like a champ, bro. If y'all are on the Discord server the other day when we were reading the early spoilers said that Kizaru was not coming to Egghead. And I was in the chat, I was like, all right, y'all, I'm taking my L. I'm taking my L like a man. Kizaru's not going to Egghead. I was wrong. I'm taking my L. And it is so funny because then it came out that those spoilers were wrong and that he's actually going to Egghead, and I was like, oh, never mind. I'm taking that dub. Film piece, movie piece, Ziha. So when do you think Yaruj will pop in the story? I don't know. I hope he will. No idea when he will though. Blackbeard's an octopus. Mihawk. Origin of Mihawk outside the big dogs. Big dogs, that's funny. Luffy being Hanuman. Blackbeard ones. Which Blackbeard one? There's like 40. I have like 40 videos about Blackbeard, bro. The Blackbeard ones. I was thinking Kaido created the Smile Fruit was attempting to becoming a corrupted Joy Boy. Yeah, see, that was always a good idea that was circulating around, but it never really came to fruition, bro. POV of Joy Boy making film piece. Zoro hyped up for nothing. Hanuman. Why do you think you were wrong about Green Bull? Zoro and Green Bull never met. The theory still lives. My thing is, like, I felt like if Zoro had like a deeper connection to Ushimaru or anyone with Wano, I feel like the Wano arc was the time to present that. So yes, hypothetically, Oda could reveal that Zoro has a deep connection to Ushimaru and Wano in Laugh Tale, but then it's just like, why didn't you just put that in the Wano arc? And as far as Green Bull, he just seemed like he really hates Wano. He didn't really give me Wano vibes. He just seems like, I'm a Marine, fuck this lawless place, I don't like anything about this shithole. He didn't give me those Wano vibes at all. So part of me is like, yeah, I could hang on that to the idea of Zoro being related to Green Bull, but I would feel like I'm coping if I do. But hey, if later on down the road somehow Green Bull is related to Zoro, hey, I'll take the dub. Why not? Oda said he would end the One Piece with some big party over some sad deaths. He didn't exactly say that. I know what you're talking about, but it wasn't exactly that. I think someone was asking Oda why he didn't kill Pell, or why he doesn't kill enough, and why he always end arcs with a party. And he's like, oh, I don't like it to be sad. I'm not killing people because it would be a sad party. He didn't necessarily say that One Piece is gonna end with a big party. Your thought on the Golden Lion? Yeah, I think Shiki could have some kind of relationship with Blackbeard. I think there's definitely room for that in the story. You know, that would be a beautiful parallel, because you have the former Roger Pirate Rayleigh, you know, be on Luffy's side and be like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna help you out, I'm gonna teach you haki, I'm gonna get you on a straight and narrow path. And then like you could have like, you know, Luffy's antagonist, Luffy's I don't want to say inverse, Luffy's second side of the same coin, Blackbeard, have like Shiki on his side, and Shiki was like a former Zebek pirate, so that would be pretty cool. Plus we know that Shiki has a 20-year plan, and so far it's been 20 years in the story. That movie Strong World is not canon, so therefore Shiki's 20-year plan is pending. The movie's not canon, so therefore we are waiting for his canon plan that hasn't been introduced yet. Like, think about it. Oda introduced something very big in the story, canonically. He makes a movie, which we know the movies are not canon, like that's the side material. But then we're gonna look at the canon material and be like, no, that was answered because of the non-canon material. That doesn't feel right to me. So I think like at some point we're gonna get Shiki stuff. What is favorite character epithet in One Piece? Mine is Demon Sheriff. Demon Sheriff, who was that? My favorite epithet of One Piece. Let me know, chat. Let me know what your favorite epithets are. My favorite epithet of One Piece. I don't know. I kind of like Pirate Hunter. It's nice and simple. Blackbeard's evil secret is finally exposed. Was the Buster Call of your theories for me? The Buster Call. Kiku added. What was Kiku's? Demon Child. Oh, Demon Child's a good one. Who has the sake? Zoro does. Rob Lucci's L getting live streamed on Egghead. That's hilarious. Will of Deva. Hey, you know, on that Will of Deva video, I had to pop my shit because I was in my bag that video. That Will of Deva video, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If y'all are gonna let me talk my shit real quick, bro, I was in my bag. I was in my Birkin making that shit. I had motherfuckers watching that video, bro. On God, they were like glued to the screen. Pause. I didn't know that. Unpause. I didn't know that. I was in my bag, bro. That video and Movie Piece. Actually, Movie Piece, that was a good one. If you guys ask my personal opinion, what I think my best theories are, where I was in my bag, definitely Will of Deva and probably the Emu Sea Devil one. I think I was definitely in my bag with that one. I'm not gonna say Hanuman obviously, because like we've been through that, but shit, I was in my bag making that shit. White Hunter, that's a sick epithet. Demon Sheriff, Surgeon of Death, Dark King. Yeah, Dark King's, bro. Dark King is like a simple, but like, it's so simple, but it hits, bro. Dark King, especially when he was like in the he was in like the slave chamber in Sabaody, and they like show his face leaning against the wall. This is Dark King. Oh, that shit was heat. That shit was heat. First Son of the Sea. That goes hard. Hey, y'all know Neptune's epithet was the sea god of the sea. Y'all know that? Yo, Rakib, what's good, bro? Neptune's like epithet is god of the sea, bro. Like the sea god. They called him that like 4 times. What's the wildest theory you ever heard? The good kind of wild, I would say, I think I saw a theory one time that Kiku has like the dream no mi, and that she could like alter dreams and shit like that. Like she has like a dream devil fruit. I was like, oh, that's kind of spicy. And then like the bad kind of wild is obviously ZKK. That was literally the worst theory ever made. Blackbeard's 3 Sidas. How would you rank the devil fruit users in their mastery over devil fruits? Luffy, top 1. Law, number 2. Luffy, Law. Honestly, this is gonna be a curveball. Luffy's number 1, Law's number 2, and Vegapunk's number 3. I think the concept of Vegapunk taking like pieces of his brain out and making a fucking mountain of knowledge and like a big hard drive, that shit is fucking crazy. I don't ever see anyone talk about that or gas that up. That's so fucking cool. Cause like, yeah, he could have just let his head get really tall, but that shit's fucking sick to me, bro. He literally took his brain out and he's like, all right, everybody, all this knowledge, I'm gonna stick it into the ground and all y'all are gonna be able to grab knowledge from it. That to me is tight, bro. Whitebeard's a strong candidate? I guess. Yo, Anoxy, what's good, bro? Cat, yeah, I was thinking Katakuri too. Dofi, like Dofi, he was good with his fruit. Yeah, like obviously he was good with his fruit. But would I think he like mastered it type B? I don't know. Does Shiki count for devil fruit mastery? Oh, Shiki, yeah, Shiki's a good one actually. Yo, Rizarda was good. Shiki's a good one, bro. Shiki. Dofi, Caesar, of course, West, of course. King of Hell, totally not biased. Umibozu, no. It wasn't Umibozu. It was just Emu being the Sea Devil. You know what's so funny, bro? You know what's so funny? Like, sometimes I like lowball myself. Sometimes I like undercredit myself, right? Because I'm just like, yo, my channel's small. Like, I be making videos. People like it. Some people hate them, right? I like undercredit myself. And it's so funny because there's certain times like on streams or videos, I'll have like this idea or like this phrase or like this certain like specific thing in my mind for a very long time, and I'll never see anyone say it. Not on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Discord. I'll never see anyone say it. And that one for me was one of them for me was that the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. I never, ever saw anyone say that in relation to Emu, ever. And it's so funny because like when I was working on that Emu video, the Sea Devil, I tweeted it. I was like, this is some hot shit, bro. Like, this is like low-key a teaser to my next video. And like for some reason that shit got so many likes and people were like screenshotting like other people tweeting the same shit with the same exact pictures. And people were like reposting it on TikTok, and then at the beginning of the emu video, I put like the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Like right at the beginning, right at the end. And then ever since then, everyone was saying that shit. Everyone was saying it. I promise I never saw anyone ever say that about emu, ever. So I'm like, damn, I did that. That's crazy. Do you have, or do you do any EOS power scaling? Got a question about Conquer's Hockey. EOS power scaling, to me, that's too difficult for me, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I think there's so many variables that I'll have to jump through to do the EOS power scaling. I'll probably do it miserably, cause like we still got like the Blackbeard fight, Final War. It's too much, bro. I like doing the current power scaling because there's you could get a way more clear picture about what's going on. You've been following the World Cup? Nah, I don't watch football, but it seems like the internet's going crazy for it. Everyone watching the stream right now, support the channel and run them likes up. Y'all heard the man. Run them likes up. If y'all are watching the stream, hit the like on the stream. I have a crazy theory that only the D people can make fruits with their imagination. I have a crazier theory that's similar to that, but I can't tell you. You'll have to wait till tomorrow. Hey, let me tell y'all, man. Let me tell y'all. If I drop this video tomorrow and I don't see comments from all the people that are in the stream right now, bro, I'm gonna be pissed. All of y'all watching the stream, I better see you comment on the video tomorrow, cause I already know that shit's gonna take me a hot minute to edit, bro. I'm gonna be fucking editing fucking the rest of the day, wake up in the middle of the night and finish that shit probably. It's gonna take me ages to edit that shit. So I better see all of y'all. I better see an Anoxy comment. I better see a Riddy comment. I better see a Rotting comment. I better see a Joe comment. I better see a Arsh, Yakib, Madeline, all y'all, bro. Don't tell me what to do. Hey, you better like that shit. You're gonna get banned straight up. Straight up. I'll post my theory on your next video and you better read it. You're gonna post a theory in my comments? I mean, it's hilarious, bro. My family would always watch the World Cup in Spanish. Whenever they made a goal, the host would always yell, "Goal!" Bro, those motherfucking announcers, bro, they'll literally hold it for like 10 minutes, bro. Like literally, like you'll go to the bathroom, watch a movie, come back, they're still saying goal. Like, damn, bro, like I think there's been like 4 goals since that and you still saying goal. Just holding that shit. I know what the theory is about. Oh, do you? Monkey in a bottle? What's that? Insane lung capacity? For real, bro. Straight toxic masculinity. I actually thought you were gonna drop the video today, so I was waiting the whole day checking my YouTube. Oh, I'm so sorry, Anats. Damn, are y'all really that? Do y'all really feel about that way about like my videos? Like, bro, I'm telling y'all, I'm not saying it for the camera, none of that shit. Like, low key, like I'm like I would consider me a humble person. Like I don't ever act Hollywood. I always talk to people. If y'all in my Discord server, y'all could join my Discord server and talk to me. I talk to people. I don't ever like try to shit on people for no reason. But damn, y'all feel that way? Like when I see comments like that, I'm like, damn. I thought people were just like, he's a YouTuber. He be uploading, I'll watch. Like low-key, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, bro. Sometimes when I'm working on a video, I'm like, damn, I think this is fire, but I don't know if people are on my wave. I don't know if people are thinking this way. People might think this is garbage. that shit happens a lot, bro. Like I'll be, especially like if I'm finishing a video, bro, like I'll be like, yo, like people are gonna think this is fucking trash. I want to see a picture where some small-time pirates getting scared of straw hats flying in Fishman Island or Wano before they... Oh, that's... Yeah, we need that, bro. Yo, with all due respect, drop that shit. We trying to eat, bro. I'm trying to teach y'all. I'm trying to teach y'all, because even, bro, the way I see it, bro, the way I see it is, even if a theory and idea is wrong, I'm sure y'all can learn more about the story by watching my videos, or at least I hope so. I hope you guys, like, maybe you disagree, or maybe the theory you guys watch isn't true, but at least all those new facts I threw in the video, at least y'all can learn. I hope that's the case. Just wait till he drops his theory, you'll see ha 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 monkey in a bottle. What is that? What's monkey in a bottle? I thought the new video would come out December 1st. Yeah, look, I'm telling you. So when I saw the spoilers to 1069, I'm like, fuck. I don't want to put out, because the one I was telling you that I was going to drop before December 1st, that's a different video. I saw something from the spoilers and I was like, damn, I don't really want to put out that original video. I want to put something out before that. And the reason I haven't put it out yet is because most people are reading 1069 today, bro. People just be reading them TCBs, bro. They be reading that TCB. Luffy fighting Mihawk with a sword would be hilarious. Where have you been though, bro? We're chilling, bro. We're chilling. Treating evil vids like Cardi leaks, bro. That's the thing. That's the goal. I'm trying to be the Cardi. I'm trying to be the Cardi of One Piece, bro. I'm really trying to be the Cardi of One Piece, bro. I learned a lot more about One Piece by watching theories. Any thought on Sozo's theory that the One Piece is an X-shaped metal heart? I've never watched that, so I would just have to like give my opinion based off that sentence, and I don't even know if I can. But you know my theory on what the One Piece is. I'm dying by that shit. Do you watch any other One Piece theorists? No. I wait on that Tekking upload. New website that you can read the manga on Wednesday now. Yeah, OP scans. Bro, I'm gonna talk to them, bro. I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna hit them up, bro. I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all need OP scans. Y'all need to make me an ambassador, bro. Make me an ambassador for the brands, because y'all know I've been defending and shouting out OP scans as much as I could, bro. Like on my Discord server, bro, which y'all need to join. Like when OP scans drops the chapters, we're immediately pinging people. We have like a at One Piece chapters ping. We hit that ping and everybody's reading like the chapter as soon as that shit drops on OP scans, instead of waiting the next day for no reason, bro. We on that OP scans grind. You guys know In and Out has an X palm trees where around their place is fun fact. TCB supremacy. Why? One day TCB is gonna send some people to silence me, bro. OP scans in the chat, are they? Mermaids can communicate with fishes, so they could call all the fishes to a place and call it all blue. Oh shit, I didn't even think of it that way. So, well, it should be Shirahoshi. Shirahoshi should create the all blue. Maybe here, look, maybe this, right? Maybe when they destroy the red line, bro, Shirahoshi will use the her Poseidon power. Wait, does Poseidon power only work for the Sea Kings? Like, does it not work for other fishes? TCB losing viewers. TCB has better quality translations, way more fun. That's not true at all. You could compare OP scans with TCB, it's the same shit. I guarantee you, if I sent y'all a screenshot from TCB and I was complaining about OP scans the whole time, you would think that I sent you an OP scans panel. Meanwhile, it's actually a TCP panel. And honestly, if translations, like if the 2% difference from TCB and OP scans mattered that much, you might as well just wait for the Viz on Sunday. Yo, Mateo, what's good, bro? Can't Vegapunk overwrite all CP0 commands to the seraphims though? I guess so. Nah, probably all fishmen could control fishes. Oh, so mermaids can't control fishes? Because like at the end of the day, my mind went blank. Shirahoshi's a mermaid, so if she can communicate with fishes, then surely she could tell them where to go. Hey Eddie, where did you get your manga from? I never read the chapters, otherwise I'll just go off what people say. I did the same with Naruto. You could read One Piece. I would suggest reading One Piece from Viz.com. Viz.com's $1.99 a month, but like honestly that's so cheap. And you want to read from Viz because Viz has like the most official translations. You don't want to read bad translations, right? You could do that, but if you want physical volumes, I bought mine off eBay. There's a bunch of box sets on eBay that are in brand new condition that you could buy. So I bought my box sets off eBay, brand new condition. They were still wrapped in plastic, all that shit, like brand new. That's what I did. I like to read the physicals. It helps me retain my shit better. Like when I read the physical, I just like actually holding and like interacting with the content, like interacting with it. I think it like helps my brain retain information better. And then what I also do, I like to read out loud. I find it weird that Vegapunk doesn't have a self-destruct button for Seraphim. That's a good question. Why would you wait for Viz when sometimes the spoilers for the next chapters are out before that? I think the spoilers for 1043 are hinted at before Viz version of 1042. Well, some people just don't interact with like One Piece internet content. Like some people don't really subscribe to many people for One Piece. Some people don't really have a Twitter. Some people aren't really on Discord. Like not everyone is that deep into the community. Or like you could just not care about spoilers. The Shonen Jump app is also $2 a month and you could read all their series. Yeah. Shonen Jump is Viz, if I'm not mistaken. They're like the same thing. Viz also makes mistakes. Yeah, but I think their mistakes are way less how do I say this? Viz is a lot more consistent than something like TCB. I would say TCB makes just as many mistakes. And people don't even know this, but like there's been a lot of times where TCB makes a mistake and then they have to go back and change it. But like people don't really follow TCB like that, so like how would they know that they went back and fixed it, you know? Are the translations from Viz to Shonen Jump app are different? No, they should be the same. I would say get either one. They're the same thing. I'm paying and they fucking up on translations. Yeah, but it's very rare that they do that. Like I've read through the Viz so much, it's very rare that they do that. Like I'm talking like extremely rare. And when they mess up a translation, it's like the phrasing of a sentence that doesn't even really matter. Like if there's like I remember, I think it was like during Eni's lobby, there was like a fodder enemy running up and like a character was like, he said like a phrase about the guy running up and it didn't really sound right. And I'm thinking like, this doesn't really matter. Like you could have just skipped that panel and it wouldn't have made any difference. Like long story short, Viz is very, very consistent, or at least more than like fan groups. Viz also has the official names like Sea Kings being called Neptunians. Yup. I roughly calculated when Gear 5 would be animated, it would be animated around 1066 to 1069 episodes. Yeah, bro. When One Piece ends, the last episode is gonna be like fucking 200 episodes, or 200 more than the chapter. People don't even know this, but like in pre-time skip of One Piece, the anime was ahead. Like episode 300 was chapter 400. That's a good thing. Episode 300 was the animation of chapter 400. But yet they fell off so bad that episode 1043 is chapter 1021 upload or animated. Like y'all know how bad that is? They were 100 chapters ahead. Now they're like 20. That's crazy, bro. And you know it's gonna get worse with the final war, bro. Toei is gonna milk the fuck out of the final war. Like the 90% of every final war episode is gonna be like a character crying or like a flashback to the chapter before. It's like, it's purely gonna be the last episode. It's gonna take like 6 episodes to have some shit progress. And we got my boy John Boner. Long time no see. Do you think the Void Century flashbacks will start soon, my man John? Let's go. Hope you've been good, bro. Void Century flashbacks, honestly, I think we are going to have to get the bigger package pause during like Laugh Tale. I don't think Oda's gonna give us too much about the Void Century and the Ancient Kingdom before Laugh Tale, because we always knew that there was going to be a real poneglyph somewhere, and that real poneglyph tells about the whole history of the world. And to me, it makes sense that the real poneglyph is located on Laugh Tale. I feel like that's like a fair assumption. So if we had like the bigger pieces or most of everything presented to us before then, it would be like, we didn't even really learn anything from Laugh Tale. Do I see Oda going down that route? Not really, but we could probably get 1 or 2 more pieces, but no, I wouldn't say nothing major. Appreciate you, my man John. Shashi Buridana. Yo, Anime Verse, what's good, bro? What does that mean? Sashi Buridana. Oh, Crocodile said it, I guess. What does that mean? W John, bro. W John. Final War finna be like 20 chapters and Toei makes it 100 plus. Definitely. They literally did that with Wano. Yo, Ted. Oh, it means long time no see. He ain't the real John. There will be a time where Snake Man Luffy versus Katakuri was 869 something in anime and 860 in manga. Yeah, bro. Why did we not get Winter Jinbei panel during Ep 1040 which was chapter 1018? I thought that's when he won the fight. Probably like an, I don't know if I would say inconsistency, but probably like a slip up on the animators team. I wouldn't even put it past Toei to just slip up like that, bro. Long time no see. You should read Uzumaki. I started it today. It's very creepy. I actually read a bit of Uzumaki way back in the day. The spiral shit. I watched a little bit. I watched a little bit of that way back in the day. I think we will get a few teasers before we get the full story. A few teasers? What do you mean by that? I can't wait for the anime. I'll be honest, bro. I'll probably watch 1044 when it's animated, but I don't know if I'm gonna be watching anything else. Have you heard of the theory of the Den Den Mushi devil fruit? No, I haven't. Imagine Toei's favorite character being Foxy. Oda said it's based on Ya. Oda said that? Like a few hints about the Void Century, like this was a major thing during that time, or about the giant robots. Well, to be fair, we're already making that build up in the middle of Egghead, because you know there's a giant robot from Void Century. We know they had really advanced technology during the Void Century. We have all these little things about the Void Century right now. Like, I think people are just kind of like taking it for granted. Like, so here's the thing, right? Here's what a lot of people don't get. If Vegapunk is 500 years in advanced in the future, and we know that the technology on Egghead is the technology, or very similar to the technology of the Void Century Ancient Kingdom, then that must mean that the Ancient Kingdom was very advanced, and through the Void Century, the Ancient Kingdom and the world regressed. It moved backwards. So now we're working towards a world Vegapunk is working towards a world of the Void Century, but we're still 500 years away. Because Vegapunk, 500 years advanced in the future, is working on shit present in the Void Century. I think, like, to me that's very evident. Like, that's what Oda's saying. So I think when we see the Void Century and we see the Ancient Kingdom, the Great Kingdom, they're gonna have robots, streaming, fucking instant food stoves. They're gonna have all this technology. It's gonna be super advanced, and it's probably gonna tie into, like, in real life. You know, you always hear theories about, like, in the real world, the technology was great back in the day, and that there was, like, an ancient civilization that had, like, advanced technology, and, like, a fucking asteroid wiped them out or some shit. Like, that's basically what Oda's doing. It's basically what Oda's doing. But I think people are overlooking that. And I brought this up last stream, right? I think it's also really cool that, like, Vegapunk is living in 2022. If you look in Skypiea, or maybe it's Jaya, or Skypiea, no, it's Jaya, I think. Noland had a book that was 902 years ago. You add 2 for the time skip, and you add 400 because the book, no, how do I say this? You had, I think the book was like the year 1120, and they said it was 400 years ago, meaning that the year of the One Piece world and the pre-time skip is the year 1520. You add 2 more years for the post-time skip, they're in the year 1522. Vegapunk, they said multiple times, he's 500 years ahead. He's 500 years ahead. He's 500 years ahead. 1522 plus 500 is 2022. Now, does that mean something? Is there something deep? Is Oda trying to send a message? I don't know, but I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a fun fact. And I think that would have been a good case to say that, like, we were going to learn about Vegapunk this year. Because if somebody made the case, we're learning about Vegapunk in 2022, look at this shit, it actually makes sense. After OP's done and we reread it from chapter 1, I'm pretty sure we could catch onto little breadcrumbs and little things Oda set up, but we didn't realize it before. Yeah, Anant, we can already do that though. People are just too lazy, bro. People don't want to reread One Piece because it's so weird, bro. If you love One Piece, it shouldn't feel like a chore to reread it. It's like loving your favorite food. If you love a certain food, are you going to eat it once in your life? Probably not. You're probably going to eat it more than once. So the story is so far, there's 1,069 chapters that we have time to go back and read again and catch all the little things that were building up Gecko Moria, the things that were building up Kizaru, Wano, Kaido. There's so much shit that we can already see, and I think it's important to do it now instead of when the story's over, because then you can make better predictions. There's enough story right now that you can catch Oda's patterns. Like, for an example, you know how many things Oda put in Fishman Island that, like, foreshadow or, like, that Wano had callbacks to? I probably worded that horribly. You know how many things in Fishman Island foreshadow Wano, bro? What storylines do you think was not planned from the start? The ones that they say officially. Like, you know how there's, like, a statement put out of, like, 8 things Oda didn't plan? I would say those. Other than that, I don't think there is any, or at least none I could take. All right, name. Speeches, have a good one, bro. Have a good one, bro. Have you seen the NL cover story of him and the cat? The cat? I don't think that was a cover story. That was probably a cover page. And if it was a reader request, probably not. Yo, Arsh, have a good one, bro. No, but we actually uncover what the treasure is in the Void Century stuff and probably a different perspective. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, obviously. Like, yeah, like, you could reread from any point in the story and you'll understand build-ups towards it. But my point is, like, by rereading the story now, before reaching Laugh Tale, we can learn patterns in Oda's writing. we could learn patterns in how Oda foreshadows things. Like, that's why I've always reread the story. You could learn what he's gonna build up to. You could learn towards like these shocking things because you know how he writes. Why would you wait to learn how he writes at the end of the story? Like, fuck that. I'm trying to learn I'm trying to see his writing style now. I'm trying to cash in. I started OP manga wise from Wano. Me too. Me too. Me too. But y'all, I would say good stream. I'm gonna work on this video. I'm gonna work on this video for y'all. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. What time is it? 2. It would drop, I guess, in 18 hours from now. I'm gonna drop the video. If everything goes according to plan, I'm gonna drop this video in 18 hours from now. Boom. Unfortunately, we're on break. I might like stream randomly in the middle of the week just to like hang out and talk. Unfortunately, we won't have a spoiler stream or a chapter stream because we're on break. But after that week, look, bro, all I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna get these consistent uploads back. We're gonna be uploading consistently again. I got y'all. But join my Discord server, y'all. Shouts out to everybody here: Izzy, Alexis, Cosmo, Margon, Sam, Barath, Anant, and Speeches. Everybody. Shouts out to Rakib. Shouts out to everybody hanging out today, man. It was definitely fun. I love the fun streams. That's what matters to me. Eric, you too, bro. New content on the way. New content on the way. New content, and I'm feeling like Curry, y'all. I'm feeling like Curry because my next two videos, I'm shooting from a 3-point line. I'm shooting for the 3-point line because I'm gonna make this video about what Luffy's true dream is and the origin of Devil Fruits. And then after that video, the location of Laugh Tale. I'm gonna be shooting from the 3. But hopefully that hyped y'all enough. Y'all are the best. Everybody have a nice motherfucking day. I'm just delaying at this point. We out. We out, gang. We out.